men, snow bunnies, and sacrificing it all for snow bunnies. And honestly, we're here again. We're here again. Another black man ruins his entire life for a white woman. And like I said, I'm not surprised by this at all, of course, but I do think that it's funny to talk about. Okay? So that's what I want to talk about right now, y'all. Sacrificing it all for snow bunnies. Sacrificing your life, sacrificing your career, sacrificing everything for a snow bunny. $6.2 million lost. They said that his pay was supposed to be for 2026, $6.2 million is what this man was supposed to have and what he will not be having. Goofy, 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 goofy. Yeah. So that's what I want to talk about. That's what I want to talk about. Once again, let's see. Let me see. I'm trying to see about how long he was married. Okay. So he was married for 10 years. This is a 10-year marriage. 10-year marriage that is probably down the drain for him to lose the little bit of coins that he does have now for being unfaithful. So, yeah, I want to talk about it. Black men, yet again, taking another huge L because of their love for white tea women. And, you know, you know what? At this point, it's a sickness. I really believe that it's a sickness, and it's a sickness that you see so much. You know what I'm saying? In black men, and it's just like, you already had a white tea wife. So why are you cheating? Because didn't you say, don't y'all say that white tea women are so nice, so docile, so submissive, so sweet, so beautiful? White women treat black men like gods, and y'all would never treat them the way that y'all treat black women because white women are superior. So if they're superior, why in the world did you already have God's gift of a white tea woman and then now you're cheating? Oh my gosh. This is so shocking. I can't believe this. I thought that white women were utter perfection. So since you already have a white tea wife that you've been with for 10 years, why are you cheating with another white tea woman, let alone a white tea girl that's a lot younger than your wife? What's going on? What's going on? I'm shocked by this because I thought that once a black man got the prize, the symbol of a white tea woman, I didn't think that you guys would be out here cheating. Oh my goodness, out here cheating? Why would you be doing that? Why would you be out here cheating on what is already perfect? You've already gotten the prize. Oh my goodness. Can anyone tell me what's going on here? Why this black man would lose his $6.2 million salary that was upcoming for 2026? Cheating on his white queen? His white Nubian queen? Oh. Oh. Another Shannon Sharp. Another Shannon not so sharp. Another Shannon not so sharp. What's going on? What's going on? Tell me what? Tell me what? I just want to know, like, for real, somebody tell me. I want some black men in here. Can y'all tell me why this black man was cheating on his white queen with another white tea woman? Huh? Oh my goodness. What's going on? Somebody said, Manny said, not our battle. Girl, this ain't my battle. I came on here to make fun. I'm definitely not trying to. I feel great. What is it? What did Tony the Tiger say? Great. Great. Go ahead, Scorpio. Did you have anything to say?
Yeah. First of all, I know that alimony is going to be beautiful. That's number one. Well, no, it's not going to be beautiful because he got fired. Now, I need details about this. So he got fired because he had an affair with the assistant, or she's accusing him of something. Like, what made him get fired?
She works there. They're not supposed to do that. They're not it goes against their moral code of conduct they have. Because he married.
Is it because he's married, or because the woman he had an affair with, he was
I
working with him?
I think it may be both. I think it may be the fact that he is, in a position of power there and she works there, and also because of the moral code of conduct that coaches sign. I think it's both.
Got you. Got you. You know what I like looking at this when, especially when they show. Hold on, let me move this TV real quick. Real quick. When they, when black men love to try to make it seem like, or just men in period, try to make it seem like cheating is not a big deal. Like every man having an affair is normal. But yet you see men losing their jobs over it. So yes, being infidelity is a big deal. According to what people like, according to like supposedly in society, even though it's culturally acceptable that men cheat, or it's expected for men to commit infidelity, but it all trickles down to their career, and it end up losing everything. So I find this to be very funny, and of course, like I don't give two huffs and a flying that he lost his job, and especially too with a white tea girl. It don't even. I don't care about that at all. But this was stupid. He actually had a plan B DoorDash to his office. Yeah, that's not suspicious at all. That you get your DoorDash plan B meal delivered to your office. And you're a married man at that. See, like I said, I love to hear married men go through this on the news and everything, and then you listen to these dusties on TikTok saying it's okay to cheat. What y'all are promoting is for men to throw away their lives. That is what you're promoting. This is what you're promoting when you do that.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like, never mind. I forgot I added supervillain. Go ahead, supervillain. Go ahead, sis.
Listen, I'm here for a good time, not a long time today, but I'm going to say this because I specifically ran across a live yesterday that was talking about how black women weaponize child support to ruin black men's lives. I want to know the live they going to have today. What y'all going to say today? Because this ain't no $40 a month child support payment. And on top of the divorce, this white tea girl, and she had better not plan B that baby. I hope she did not plan B that baby. If she is keeping that baby, I want to see the lives about how these white tea women get these successful black men and ruin their lives. Because that $40 a month that y'all don't want to pay black women, y'all complaining about. I want to see the lives about this particular story. I will be waiting all day looking for these lives. That's all I had to say about it.
Girl, they not gonna say nothing about that. They not gonna say nothing about that. It says here in the heading that he made her get one, even though I'm wondering if the plan B failed, because just like somebody said in the comments, a plan B is not an AB. So I'm not quite for sure what they got going with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
What
it's
you say,
not.
T?
No, I'm agreeing that it's not. And it's funny, I just realized, I said, wait a minute, get a shmishmortion, and he had the plan B male. That's not a shmishmortion pill. That's not the same. It's an emergency contraception. That's what it is. But it's
Yeah.
not. But it's not a shmishmortion. So if she's already pregnant, obviously it ain't gonna work. It's a wrap. It's not gonna work at all. And yeah, that was sloppy. This is what happens when you think with your D. You
Yeah.
literally
Hmm.
you literally ruined your life. You was thinking with your D too much. And this is why I always sit back and laugh at men that don't promote sexual discipline to the next man, because eventually your luck run out, and you allow that little head to think for you, and before you know it, boom, you're hit with lawsuits. Boom, you're hit with child support. Boom, you lose your job. Boom, you lose your house. This I every single time when I see a married man lose his job, lose his fortune, lose everything for some oochie coochie, I just rejoice. The only problem, honestly, that I have is that it wasn't me. I would definitely, or a friend that I know. I wish I had a white tea friend, a friend that I knew. And she's like, girl, I got pregnant by this football player, and he's a football coach. He makes like $6.2 million. Girl, you better keep that baby. Don't ruin our lives. You know, keep that baby. Keep that baby. Keep that baby. Let that fool pay. I hope he pay $10 million a month and 10 million a month in child support. I hope it is a ridiculous number. I hope the number is so high he has to work 5 jobs and sleep in his car to pay that child support. You want to play stupid games? You're gonna win stupid prizes. This is your stupid prize if you want to think with your D. Every single time, it never fails. Every time a man think with his D, he always end up in trouble, and I think it is hilarious.
You,
Actually, and I'm gonna wrap it up, because men are so stupid. They should raise the child support. It shouldn't be just 17% no more. It should go up to 35%, because you dudes never learn your lesson. You never learn your lesson. You cry about child support, but for some reason you never wrap it up, right? What you think was going to happen when you messing with the assistant, and you can make about almost $10 million? You giving away almost $10 million worth of sperm, and then, and you think that woman was going to get rid of it? You, like I said, you want to be dumb. Be dumb all the way. I hope she take him. I hope after the wife takes what she takes for him, that baby mama bury him after that.
All right, I got you. I got you. And just so that you know, you guys, Shannon Sharp also discussed this on his podcast last night and had the audacity to say, "You never think a situation like this can happen to you, but I can imagine. So I know what the storm is like." You mean you know what the stupidity of prioritizing white tea women and putting them on a pedestal and acting like they not gonna okie doke you will get you, but yeah, okay. But people are up here, so let me keep going so everybody can speak. Let me go next up here to Solomon. Go ahead, Solomon. You there? Well, let me give you. Okay.
I, I have several thoughts about this. Number one, second to the Michigan State football coach, he is probably the dumbest black person I've ever heard of in my life. Number two, I guarantee you at some point in time, somebody at the University of Michigan pulled him to the side and said, "You have to stop sleeping with this woman." He didn't get fired for sleeping with her the first time. He got fired for sleeping with her after he was specifically told not to. She is a relative of somebody who is an important alumnus from the University of Michigan. There is no other way you can explain how this woman got to be the secretary of the football coach. The most prestigious job at the school, even above the president, is the football coach. How this woman got to be his secretary. Lastly, this man is a fool. Not only did he try to kill himself in front of his wife,
Gotta say,
then went. What I say?
I said you gotta say unalive.
Oh, sorry, unalive himself in front of his wife. He then went to her house and tried to pull the same thing. This man won't be able to coach a peewee football team after this. And this woman won't be able to get a job at the University of Michigan ever again in her life. This is a total catastrophe on everybody's side.
If you really think this white teen woman is still not gonna succeed after this, you in La La Land, sir. And I don't mean no disrespect.
Not at the University of Michigan, she won't.
Her life will not miss a beat. All she gotta do is cry that white teen woman tears. Let's be in
Absolutely.
reality. Let's be in reality. Come on, let's go into reality. Live in reality. That's a black man. If that was a white teen man, you would have had a point. But because that's a black man and she's his subordinate, all she gotta do is cry and say that he pressured me. He made me feel some type of way. She just turned into a victim and they gonna believe her. Why not?
You know why that won't work? I'll give you two reasons. Number one, they have a clause that says both this is not negotiable on both sides. Number two, we've already seen this play out at the University of Arkansas with Bobby Petrino, and they got rid of him and her expeditiously.
Well, where I don't think that T is saying that she won't lose her job here. What she's saying is that this won't permanently affect her in any way. Like she will be able to bounce back
No,
from
no, no,
this.
no, 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 no. I'm not saying that. I'm saying she won't be at the University of Michigan anymore. That's
Okay.
all I'm saying.
Feelings. That's
She
not gonna
won't
hurt
need
her.
a job.
Need it.
She won't
After
need a job. There's always going to be another black man to come rescue her.
Yes, and
Trust
even
and
with
believe. They're lined
and
up right now.
yes, and I'll say this, even with her reputation, even with this happening, there'll be plenty of black men that would still entertain her because the majority of black men are so self-hating that a white woman, her prize is her whiteness. It doesn't matter what her character is. But let's keep going here. I'm gonna go up here to Anita. Go ahead, Anita. Oh, wait a minute.
Okay.
You a troll.
No,
Hold
no,
on.
I'm not. What are you talking about?
Okay, why is your name that? Please stop playing with me.
Because I'm a drag queen and I believe in women's
Yes, and you're
rights.
a drag queen, and I want to hear nothing that you got to say. Goodbye. Okay, you talking about you need something that you don't even have the capability of doing. You don't have a vagina. If y'all didn't see that person's name, like I just realized what they were saying at first. That's why I was like, wait a minute. And the fact that you're a grown man doing that, this is the Simpsons or what? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I just blocked him. I blocked him from the from the box down. So he's completely gone. Okay, so let me keep going. Let me go next to Africa. Go ahead, Africa.
Hi, host. Thank you for having me.
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good. I totally agree with all what you guys have said. And this is pretty sad. And this is especially for black male. Because if you look at black men when it comes to the socio-economical factor, wealth, it's mostly attained by some black men, But it always seems like as soon as they attain their wealth, they tend to diverge and tend to be with a white tea woman. And I still don't get the reason why. I'm still trying to think if it's self-hate, which is one of the factors. But you cannot hate yourself so much that when you attain some amount of wealth, you just want to go be with a white tea woman. And this particular guy is married to a white tea woman. And sometimes I think they tend to lose their mental capacity and senses based on the fact that they tend to feel like they are white because they're so much close to white proximity. And that changes the way they think, the way they act, you know. They don't think like a black man at that time, you know. They think, okay, I'm so close to white proximity, I might be thinking I'm a white person, you know, so I'm privileged, which of course that's not the case, but that's how they're thinking that they're privileged, you know. So in this capacity, I think that that's what might have happened. He lost himself. He forgot that he's a black man, no matter how close you're to white proximity, and decided to go lay down with another white woman. In some case, I'm sorry, some of those black men, I don't feel sorry for them and their choices, you know. I feel that a black man is the foundation of the black race, just like a white man is the foundation of a white race, you know. And this black men just tend to abandon their blackness and their black people and their black race. So at some point in time, I don't really feel sorry for them. They get what's coming. This is not the first time, you know. It's been going around for centuries all around the globe, you know, not just in America, you know, all the countries. So I hope one day they will learn, but it doesn't seem like that's going to happen. So yeah, it's pretty sad, and I don't feel sorry for most of them. I would say all of them.
All
Thank you.
right. All right, okay, I got you, Africa. And I just want to give you guys some more information that I'm just realizing as I'm talking to you guys, that I'm looking up these news reports. He's in jail right now. If y'all don't know, he's arrested. So he's in jail right now. They didn't have anything up there as far as they said when news reporters were looking up the charges. There was nothing listed. But someone else, another article said that they think that it was assault, which probably is the fact of what they said, that he came in at first all up in his wife's face, argued with her, then went to the girl's house and broke into her home and held a pokey pokey to his neck while threatening to unalive himself and her, and said that the girl that he was cheating with ruined his life. So he ended up getting locked up. Also, they said that in 2024, that she unalived or went to the clinic and deleted their unborn child in 2024. And at that time, he doubled her salary from $58,000 to $90,000. So I'm sure that that probably also was illegal, increasing someone's salary due to things like that. So that's probably also a crime as well.
It
And the fact
is.
that he would sit there and say that she ruined his life when she didn't make him pull out his thing and have intercourse. She didn't force him. He did that of his own volition. He knew that he was married. He's been married for 10 years. He knew what he was doing when he did it. So once again, like I said, I feel like this is definitely a problem that black men have got to address amongst themselves. The lack of sexual regulation that black men have, the glorification of being with as many women as will let you, cheating. You know, cheating is very much glorified in the black community. Amongst black men is glorified. You almost get a pass. Even black men that haven't been accused of cheating or don't cheat are actually called simps and punks in the black community, and all of these things. So black men bring this upon themselves. Also, their worship of whiteness, that also goes into play here. That black men are willing to put all caution to the wind. They don't care about their job. They don't care about the money they're making. They don't care about anything. All they care about is that pursuit of whiteness, and also that pursuit of the pussy, no matter if they're married or not. And downright, this is just embarrassing. Like, honestly, it's so embarrassing. And when these things happen, you know, I feel like black men get their hand held, because I remember that black woman that was on The Bachelorette that married that white T man. I think he was a chiropractor or something like that. And he ended up taking her for her money, and she ended up having to pay him spousal support. I remember it was so many black men that was doing lies about her, making fun of her. Oh, look at her. Look at her. She got okey doke by that white T man. Now she got to pay him all this money. But when black men, because she's a rarity, right? She's an exception. That doesn't really happen to black women often. However, when it happens to black men, successful black men, every business day, And nobody ever really gets onto them the way they deserve to be gotten onto. So that all I'm saying is I don't care who y'all date whoever y'all want. I'm just gonna sit back here and eat me some popcorn and drink me some juice and laugh at y'all, because this is what happens to y'all all the time. And until y'all realize that y'all are buck broken as a collective, that y'all worship whiteness as a collective, and that y'all are completely sexually unregulated idiots, y'all will always be like this. Y'all will be a joke to the entire world over and over and over and over and over again. But let me go up here to Curve, and then I'll go back down here to T. Go ahead, Curve.
Hello, thank you for letting me up. Yeah, I think honestly this is Black men fault as a collective, because like you said, they don't hold each other accountable, and they think that they can run rampant in everybody community because they act crazy in their own community. So they think they have the privilege of showing that degenerate behavior everywhere. And even though Black women have constantly tried to help them, I'm so glad that we slowly backing away and letting them fall on their face every single time. And I hope more and more Black women do that. Don't try to cape for them or nothing, because slowly they are seeing a reckoning between him, Diddy, and the rest of them. They need to actually have to be forced to take accountability. And one thing a white man gonna do is make sure they do. And I love that about white men, always holding them to the fight. Also, another thing is with white men, they realize you can give Black men all the money in the world. All I got to do is send my daughter in there to take it from them. And it's easy like that. Shannon Sharp, this man, he worked his way to that position for that long time, played on the side and on the side of the coach, and was only in that position, I believe, for a year. And then you just lost it just like that. And you was married to a white woman. So he's just stupid. He's stupid. And then you want to act a fool and say somebody made you do it and you made me lose my job. No, you lost your own job. You knew what you was doing. You knew the code of conduct. They didn't even have to pay him out because he was messing with someone at his job, and it's against the job policy. So, like, he's stupid. And I'm with his wife. Once she found out, she immediately divorced him. And I think Black women should follow suit on that. You making all that money, and now all your money is gone because you did a stupid behavior. Immediately divorce them, walk away, take as much money as you can, and let them build again. And don't be the person to build with them. Never. And I'm with the white woman. I'm with the white wife by leaving. I'm with the white side chick by calling them out. I don't blame them. Break the bread, break their pockets, and send them to jail, because clearly they dumb. You got social media, you got news, you got history, and y'all still do the same thing. I'm with white women. Break them as much as you can financially and leave them looking stupid every single time. And I hope Black women do not help him at all. Let him build with another Black man. You're gonna have to go to the other side.
All right. Now let me just say this, you guys. I'm just confused here because I was told, and I just want to say this again, I was told that white tea women are perfect, submissive, so nice, so sweet, that Black men treat Black women the way that they treat them because Black women are masculine and mean and nasty and nappy headed and all of these things. But if a Black man just gets a white woman, he's going to be a faithful, perfect husband. So I want to know why this Black man that has a white wife that he's been with for 10 years, why, since he has the prize, is he out here dipping his stick in another snow bunny, out here cheating, forcing her to terminate pregnancies and doing all of these things? I could have sworn that that's not supposed to happen, because I know I see ignorant Negroes on this app every day talking about the white tea woman know how to treat they men. The white tea women are so submissive. The white tea women are the best. And all we got to do is have these white tea women and everything will go perfect for us. We would never cheat. We would never beat. We would never do any of these things because it's not us. We're not bad men. We're not cheaters. It's y'all, black women. It's y'all. And that's why when we get with these other races of women, we treat them so much better. But time and time again, it's proven that that's not true. Y'all don't treat these other women better. Y'all cheat on them, beat on them, okey doke them, dog them out all the time. We don't talk about the Erica Menas, the Sid Santanas, all of these white tea women that y'all okey doke and treat super bogus. So, something is seeming that the common denominator may not be the women, huh? Who is it then? Because there's no black woman to blame this on. Is it? Huh? Okay. I just want to make sure we're clear on this. Just like somebody mentioned Danny Lay as well with the baby. Exactly. I want to know what's going on here because I could have sworn y'all said that these white queens are the best and y'all would never ever treat them this way. Huh? And then y'all said that the black men that are broke is just those black men. It's the uneducated black men. But here we have an educated black man that was making millions of dollars every year that still risked his livelihood. So what are we talking about? Something doesn't seem right, does it? But let me go down here to T real quick, and then I'll go up there to Tommy. Go ahead, T. I'll start your timer for you.
That things, girl. Listen. The BOK man ain't never gonna learn. If he didn't leave her alone since segregation, he didn't leave the WW alone even like during a time where all a white tea women gotta say he did it, and a mob of white tea men come and you know, I don't want to say the L word to the black man, and it still have not stopped them from getting with that white tea women. Nothing is gonna stop them from getting to that white tea women. Listen, they're going to run to that white tea women until the earth freezes. They're not going to stop. This is just going to be a thousand story. Next month we're going to hear another story. In another 2 more months we're going to hear another story about this. My thing is, if this is what you want, that's what you want to chase. You go right over here. You go right over there, and then you make sure you go to that white tea man for help. You go to that white tea man for help. Don't come back to the black community. You are ostracized from the black community. You want to go chase that white tea queen, and you get all the problems that come in a white tea world. And you forgot that. And number one thing is that they keep forgetting that they're black. They keep comparing themselves to white tea men, saying white tea men do the same thing. But you are not white tea. You cannot get away with what a white tea man can get away with in his own system. You are in his house. You are messing with his women. You are literally under his control. You want to put yourself in his world, and think that you are his equal? You really thought that you was an equal footing with the white tea man? No, you are not. And each time they keep reminding you of your plays. And I just chuckle, I just laugh, I just sit back and rejoice when I'm seeing, because y'all never learn your lesson. You never learn your lesson. And then top it off, they don't get mad at a white tea man. What do? They come up on this live and talking about us. We didn't send this black man to jail. We didn't tell him to go cheat. We didn't tell him to commit the crime that he had committed to send himself to jail. We got nothing to do with that. All we doing is reporting what has already been publicized. But y'all coming up in here getting mad at us. I'm reading the comments. Well, you black women are just jealous. Oh, this is that and that. Listen, did we tell him to do that? How y'all mad at us and y'all not mad at the white tea man and locked him up? That's the person you should be mad at. Don't get mad at us.
All right, I got you, T. All right, let me keep going up here to next to Tommy. And then Nurse. You there?
I'm sorry, can you ladies hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, I just did a video about this, and I just need a lot of women to understand. A lot of these, even these educated black men, they see what happened to Shannon Sharp. We all around the world, every black person saw what's happened to Shannon Sharp, and these black dudes will keep repeating the same cycle over and over and over again. And I need women to know, because I'm so tired of this narrative that people say that black men treat white women better. That is an absolute lie. I need all my black women to understand that the reason why it's easier for black men to be with white women is because a lot of white women let their husbands cheat. And they're not going to say it in public, but a lot of these white women, they let their husbands cheat as long as they got money. Black women don't tolerate that, because most black women were raised, when a man doesn't treat you good, you leave. But white women, they would just stay with these dudes over and over, and let them cheat as long as they paying the bills. And that is not a good loving relationship. It's not a good marriage. And a lot of these white women will get with these black dudes, but it's always going to be another prettier white girl, possibly 18, 19 years old, that your husband is going to look at, and he's going to sleep with her too. It's not just about you being white. It's about a man being a womanizer, and he wants different women over and over and over again. All these educated black men, they see what happened to Shannon Sharp, and they keep repeating the same cycle. They're just being stupid. You're never going to be a white man. You're never going to have that power. And it's sad that black men keep thinking that just because they have money, they have the power of a white man. We never will have it. Just like white women will never have the power of a black woman, saying that you want to have a BBL and all that, trying to look like a black woman, but you are the beauty standard apparently, but you try to look like a black woman every single day.
Oh, right. All right, I got you. Tommy. All right, let me go next up here to sorry about that. Nurse. Go ahead, nurse.
Hi, panel. It's Nurse Garcia. Tommy, I totally agree with you. Thank you for being so candid. Hi, panel. I just I think you were alluding to Rachel Lindsay. She was the one that was on the Bachelor show, and the gentleman was a dentist. And he's the one that basically took her for all of her money. But I wanted to call out Jonathan Majors, an actor that was in several Hollywood blockbusters. But in order to regain his footing in the community, he had to come back to the Black community. And what did he do to clean up his background? He married Megan Good. Does everybody remember that? Which was just totally out of left field. My issue is, if that's what you prefer, then that's what you prefer, right? Don't come back to the Black community and dog women by saying, the reason why I married a white woman is because this, that, and the third. We don't want to hear it. If that is your preference, that is your preference, right? It's just like anything else. I prefer apple pie over pumpkin pie, right? If that's your preference, that's your preference. But don't come back to the community to clean up your reputation if you get in trouble, or you're my bad, whatever it is. Don't come back to look for us to clean up your reputation. And this gentleman has just sealed his fate. And sadly, he's not going to be the last. He's not going to be the last. And it's unfortunate. Thank you so much for letting me come up. I appreciate it.
Oh, no problem, Nurse Garcia. All right. Let me go next up here to Supervillain. Go ahead, sis.
I couldn't wait to come up on here. Let me tell you, first of all, I know us as a collective up in here was not falling for that rigmarole that Tommy was talking about. Number one, black men don't go to white tea women because they allow them to cheat. We actively saw a bunch of black women confessing to ironing their man's clothes, packing his lunch, so he could go and see his side chick. That's not going to work here, sir. Absolutely not. They always try to paint this narrative that black women are so strong and ain't going to take this. Black women are housing felons and homosexuals. They are doing everything they can to hold on to these black men. So number one, you're not going to come in this room and tell us that. Hell no. Number two, own that shit. Y'all are self-hating. You go to white women because y'all don't like being black. Like, let's have the real conversation. Now, I am the first one to say, I think the most pro-black thing a black man can do is leave black women alone when they don't like black women. I have no problem with that. But do not come here and try to flip the narrative. We go to white tea women because they so submissive. They let us get away. Hell no. Trey, did we not just see a whole bunch of women talk about they iron they man clothes for him to go and cheat with the side chick? Hell no. I just could not let that narrative rock. They always try to come in here and sneak, try to flip the narrative, and sneak, try to change the topic. No. Y'all self-hating, coons, y'all don't want to be black. Y'all do anything for a white tea girl experience. A lot of the time, it's because they let y'all do that booty play. Let's be for real. If you want to say they let y'all do anything, it's not the cheating. Y'all like that booty play, and y'all like to wear a collar. I hope you don't have to cut that out, Trig. I'm sorry. I'm gonna end there because that was hell no. Hell, and I saw black women in here agreeing, talking about yes, you're right. He is a mother effing lie. Stop the cap. They always come in here and try to do that sneak stuff. Not having it. Not on my watch. I'm gonna yield there, Trig.
All right, all right, all right. I got you. I got you. I got you. I think you also forgot the race play conversation as well. I mean, if anybody ever looks up like race play and on TikTok, there are so many
I
black men that
forgot,
openly
Trig.
will admit to that too.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
I forgot. And absolutely. I can't believe I forgot that one because we just talking about that.
Yep, 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 yep. So, and for the women in the comments saying like, not me, I don't allow black men to cheat on me. That's fine. I don't either. So I think that there are some black women that don't allow that, but there are a lot of black women that do. I think we see that often. You know what I'm saying? So I think what Supervillain was just trying to say, which I felt like it should have been clear, is that we have to focus on the number one motive of the reason why black men get themselves into this situation. And it has nothing to do with these women being open to being cheated on. It has everything to do with self-hatred. And
Trig,
yeah, go ahead. What?
I'm sorry, but at the expense of I already know about being bashed or not agreed with. Ain't no way y'all talking about I don't let no man cheat on me. Y'all, a lot of us, not me, but I'm gonna say us as black women be third, fourth baby mamas. Kids be 2 months apart. Let's stop the cap. We gotta have some real conversations. Like I know I'm gonna get flack for that, but like no. I'm sorry, but no.
Yeah, I mean, I was just like I said, I was saying, I do believe that there are some black women that don't tolerate that, but I do think it's a lot of black women that do. But I mean, but then on that end, I think it's a lot of women that tolerate cheating anyway. The live that I had a little bit earlier, y'all, I was talking about cheating and stuff like that, and that men have managed to brainwash women into feeling like they get some type of pass for that, and that somehow that men are predisposed to do this, but women are not, like how they say that they get bored in relationships and things of that nature. And but women are not supposed to get bored. Now I'm seeing your same old face all day long, every day, but I'm supposed to be happy with that because I'm a woman. But you seeing my face all day long, you need variety. What? Because of what? Because you have, you know what I'm saying, a penis. Yeah, but even beyond that, like I said, I do think that it's important, just like Supervillain noted, to not let the main motivation get lost in translation. And the main reason why these things continue to happen is because black men want to be connected with something that is far away from blackness. They hate themselves, and that's the reason why they choose women that don't reflect them at all. And that's the reason why they're willing to risk it all for women that look like nothing like them. And I think there was also a woman that said in the comments, I think she dropped already. I can't remember her name though, that she said that the white man knows that in any way to get the money of the black man is all he has to do is send his daughter in there and she can go ahead and retrieve the money back for him. And that was actually really, really true as well. I just forgot to talk about that. But that's true too. But let me go up here to Ashanti. Go ahead, Ashanti.
Hello, how's everybody doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. So I saw this yesterday, and I am a big like football, like college, whatever. And what I've noticed in the sports world, especially when they get a little bit of money, some of them do gravitate towards the other side. One of them being the player that I have in my city in Philadelphia. He has a a fiance that has used the N word. And for some reason, everybody's just like, oh, she's just quiet. And I'm just like, no, if she has those thoughts, that's how she really feels. But, um, I just feel like You lost your job because you thought you were untouchable, and the only one that is untouchable is the white woman. She will be fine once this scandal is over. He will not be. He will be blackballed, and all because you thought, because you had a proximity to whiteness by marriage, that you thought nothing was going to happen to you. And that's sad. Like, it's, but they all think that they're above when they put them white women on a pedestal. And it's just interesting how now you lost your job because you thought that nothing wasn't going to happen to you. And that's just interesting to me. Um, it's just the same thing every time, each and every time, from different men of black men. They don't learn, and I don't think they ever will learn, because they want to be in proximity to whiteness so bad that they will do anything to get there. But I didn't really have much to say. Like, it's just interesting, and it's getting worse to me, honestly. You got Shannon Sharp, you got this man, and it's just like, even the Notre Dame coach, like when he says I'm not black, and his wife is white as well, like, it's just interesting to me. So it's just, but yeah.
All right. I got you. Ashanti. Where you were? Okay. I just want to make sure you were done. I didn't want to. Okay. Yeah, like I said, you guys, and for the people in the comments that said, like, why are we concerned about this? Because nobody's really concerned. And I think that you know that, that this is just a hot topic. This topic will fade away, just like the many other topics of black men, lusting after, snow bunnies and getting okey doked in the worst of ways and being made to look like a fool in front of the world and then coming and crying and hooting and hollering. This will always happen. So we're just talking about it. But if you have a problem with what's going on, why are you commenting? You could easily take your own advice and not be in my live minding my business in the live that I decided to have today. So, what's this person right here? LSU for life says, what did you say, sir? You said, who cares? Does the Bible say that you have to be black to be with a black person? Nobody said that you have to be with a black person, Goofy. Nobody said that, and nobody encourages that. And you know what? I just really feel like y'all be so like intellectually dishonest that it makes me upset. Because if this was two black women that did this, like, let's say he was married to a black woman and he was with the white tea lady at the job, or this white tea lady, or look, the white tea lady that he cheated with was black and she was trying to get his money or something like that, y'all would have so much to say about that. So much to open your fat lips and say about black women. But anytime it's something where the blame goes just on y'all want to make it about something else. Don't nobody care if you're with a white woman, sir. Like, don't make me pull up your picture and start roasting you, because nobody cares.
Exactly. Listen, he's
And
one of them.
Exactly.
He's one of
And
them. He's one of them. Any black man that roll up in here and feel offended of what we talking about because they're one of them.
hold on. Look at you. Do you really think that black women are out here losing sleep about you? You can't even use a comb. You can't even use a brush. You can't even use a do-rag. You can't even wear a wig cap. You can't do nothing. That's what I'm saying. Like, then y'all be wondering why y'all bald-headed and miserable, because nobody likes you. You've been smited. That's the reason why you ain't got no hair on your head. And you look like an old bootlicker. And that's what I mean about y'all. Y'all have so much to say about black women being so concerned about what y'all doing. We just in here having a kiki. Nobody cares what y'all gonna do. Everybody knows that y'all are self-hating. That's a running joke in everybody's community. Anytime a black woman talks to somebody else, they'll say, that's why y'all men don't like you. That's why y'all men love white tea women. Everyone knows that y'all are buck broken. Everybody knows that. It's not no surprise. So nobody's expecting y'all to be with black women, nor does anyone care that you're with black women. And then my thing is, the ugliest of y'all, respectfully, the ugliest of y'all are the ones that have the most to say. You ain't never had a black woman care about who you talking to or where you put your penis at, Gramps. So stop talking to me, bro. Get up out of here. Don't nobody care about what you got going on. They really, really, truly don't. Y'all get on my nerves. Y'all get on my nerves. Y'all have so much to say. Because if this was a black woman and a black woman had did this, y'all would never shut up. Y'all would never shut y'all mouth. Y'all would never shut your freaking mouths about it. Cause I remember, like I said, when that lady off The Bachelor got played by that white dude, all I saw was lives about her. Oh, this is what y'all black women get. Y'all black women get when y'all go to the white tea man. This is exactly what y'all get. These white tea men don't like y'all and don't care for y'all. But y'all don't make that mean that y'all care about who black women talk to. So get out of here. You know what, host? I tell you what. Somebody said in the comments, host, you have no pics up. I do have some pics up. They're at your daddy's house. So why don't you ask your daddy what I look like? Because he seems to love it. So my pictures are up at your daddy's house, godson. Really, devil son. They're at your daddy's house. So why don't you ask him what I look like? Because he said I look really sexy. Okay? Because I know he cash apps me a whole bunch of money every day just so that he can look at more and more pictures. Okay? So talk to him about it. Okay? Talk to him about it. Talk to your daddy. All right? So now that we move forward, if I got any mods in here, block him. But you know what I'm saying? I just wanted him to know that if he really wants to know what I look like, ask your freaking daddy. All right? I just blocked myself. Never mind. What
Oh, I want to say something
go
really
ahead.
quick if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
So
Go ahead.
someone said in the comments it's not about race, but I just want you guys to tell me how many black men have lost it all towards black women compared to white women. It's less of a percentage. So it's absolutely about race, you know? And I just want to give credit to the 80 something percent of black men married to black women and the lost coons who just have so much self hate and just don't know themselves tend to think that being with a whitey woman is a way of attaining power and hierarchy. But that is not true. You just have some mental health issue that you need to fix. But I hope
You
one day
gotta
you
cut
will
that
find it.
music down, Africa. Yeah. That's okay.
And I
Did you have
also want to say,
yeah,
I
go
want
ahead.
to say something because they always want to say, oh, when black women basically highlight their foolishness, oh, you don't like black men. No, black men don't like themselves. That's what we're letting everybody know. And it's easy to see by their behavior. And honestly, I do not blame YT women because the high calorie YT woman that's out of shape and the unattractive facially unattractive YT woman, they learn that they can go to the BLK man and he will give them his money in about less than 10 to 5 years. They can run off with the money and never have to deal with them ever again. It's an easy lick. So I don't blame YT women. The problem is black men, but they don't want to take accountability for anything. And then whenever you do highlight what they mostly do and you use a BLK man as an example that's doing it, then they want to
Hey,
say, oh no,
Curve,
that's just
Curve,
him. That's
Curve,
not all of
Curve,
us.
Curve. I'm
That's most
sorry.
of y'all.
Just 1 second. I'm sorry, since I just had to interrupt and say that it's 200 people in the live and I only have 19,000 likes and people are saying that the live is skipping. So I just want y'all to know that if y'all can't get this live up to, y'all can't get this up to 50,000 likes and I'm going to give y'all I'm going to give y'all 10 minutes. If the likes are not up to 50K in 10 minutes, I'm going to turn off the comments. Okay. I just want y'all to know that because people report and the only way to protect the live from skipping is to like the live. So y'all got to get me up to 50K or I'll have to turn off the comments. Okay. Go ahead, Curve. I'm sorry about that.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I land with this. Like at the end of the day, BLK women, I'm just so glad that this year we have been doing great. And yeah, just let them keep falling. It's better for us. Is we got more peace. We don't have to deal with no nonsense. So it's better for us. Just let them keep falling.
All right. All right. All right. I got you. I got you. T, did you have anything to say, sis?
Yeah, I was gonna say a couple of things. One of the things I was just gonna say is, I mean, me personally, I don't give black men credit for marrying black women. it it's one thing to marry a black woman. It's how you treat a black woman is my big thing. Because it's plenty of black men, just like how Supervillain had brought up. It's plenty of black men out here that's married to black women, and they dog walking these black women. They are dragging these black women through the mud. They are making them pay all the bills. They're cheating on them, having babies on them, bringing them STDs. I'm not giving them credit for marrying a black woman. the credit is due when you treat that woman well, and then you treat other black people well. Even if you don't even want to marry or have a sexual relationship with a black woman, you can still be you still be respectable to the black women. You can have your preference, but that don't mean you gotta give us the middle finger on your way out. Just go. And that's what these black men be doing. And then they turn around and say and try to triangulate us with the white tea woman. In all reality, nobody's offended that you want a white tea woman. No one cares. I mean, you're not gonna marry me. I'm not gonna get with you. I don't want you. Shit, most likely you're probably not even my type. I don't give black men credit for marrying a black woman, especially when I hear how black men treat they black wives. Honestly speaking, that's one. Two, every black man that comes up here and he's offended, he's basically one of those black men that want to get close to the white tea man so bad. And every time it's like what I find funny is that it's like the closest you black men get to the white tea man, the more you suffer. Have y'all realized that the closer y'all get to the white tea man, the more you suffer? It's like they don't treat you well because you in closest proximity to them. You're just gonna be their closest dog. You just basically you never be their top dog. You usually end up being a bitch all the time. P. Diddy is getting his reality check. A lot of black men that feel like I can be just like the white tea man and not just be have his money. You also want his power. You also want to get away with being a degenerate like the white tea man and also get respect from everybody. Y'all don't have the complexion for the protection. That is what they want. They want to be like the white tea man, able to be a cruel ruler, an unhinged ruler, a degenerate. They want to have the power and get away with cheating, doing all kinds of evil things and still remain to be on top. And that's the problem. You don't got it like that. You cry racism and then turn around and say, "Oh, but the white tea men get away with it." Duh, that's racism. How do y'all have so much? How can y'all be so educated on racism and still fall for the okey doke? It doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, do y'all like being abused by the white team? I think they do. I think they do. They like being a white teen man's bitch. I'm sorry. I'm gonna just say it like that. And I'm gonna also say this dude ain't no victim. He's obviously not a good man. He obviously was not a good man. He obviously was not a good husband. He wasn't a good partner. He wasn't no damn victim. I don't feel sorry for him. Even if they wives never said anything, that still doesn't make. He's still a piece of crap, in my opinion. He's just getting his karma. He just messed around with the wrong white tea women and now he's getting what he deserved. That's what it is. But if he can get away with it, he definitely would have gotten away with it. But of course the white tea man is gonna remind him, boy, you are under my power, you are under my control. I allow to give you what you got. And that's the sad reality check that you black men gonna have to face. And there's going to be a whole bunch of Shannon Sharps. There's going to be a whole bunch of them that want to be like, oh, I don't want to spend my money on no black woman. But you will throw all your fortune to that white tea women, the white tea women that had the history of lying on BOK men, saying that they raped them and never did. Oh, all you did was whistle at them, and you got yourself lunch by the mob,
All right,
by a
T.
white mob. Like, oh
All
yeah,
right.
my bad. I wasn't even looking at the time. My bad.
All right, I got you. I got you. All right, let me go up here to Ivy. Go ahead, Ivy. You there, Ivy? Let me send you a request to turn your mic on just in case you can't. Are you there, Ivy DeJohn? Oh no, she might have. Okay.
Sorry, sis. You know what? I didn't have anything to say. I accidentally hit the mic.
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm
No
so
problem.
sorry.
No problem.
You just get
No
me.
problem. Appreciate you, sis.
Uh-huh.
All right. Let me go up here then next to Married Man. I'll start your timer for you, sir. Go ahead, Married Man.
Man, another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust with
That's right.
with these snow bunnies. I mean, like, I don't know what to say. I mean, like, hey, he deserved it. I don't know. I mean, it's sad. It's sad. Another successful brother that did the work, put the work in, got himself out of poverty, got his family together. Even though he married a white tea woman, and I don't even know why he did that shit. But you know what I'm saying? When it all boiled down to how many more of our people going to get taken down by these YTs? That's the only reason why they messing with you because they smell the success on you. So I don't have no sympathy for them. Hey, you know that's how the game goes, and another one bites the dust. It's sad. It's very sad, and that's all I got to say. I mean, I don't have nothing else to say.
All right, I
Can
got
I ask
you.
him a question,
Wait,
Trey, real quick? Like, uh, I was just
yeah,
gonna say to him,
I'll just
like,
give you a
do
minute.
you, yeah, do you feel bad, Mary man? Because I just want to pick your brain just a little bit. I'm not coming off hostile. Do you feel bad for him because he lost his fortune, or he's getting what he deserved because what he did was wrong?
Both. Both. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? It's sad that I feel bad that he lost his fortune, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, he another brother that did the work, but what he did was wrong. You know what I'm saying? What you did was what happens in the dark come to the light. The punishment is severe, $13 million out your pocket. That ain't nothing to wink at. You know what I'm saying? Just for some piece of snow bunny poo poo. But you know what I'm saying? But if you wanna sleep with the snow bunnies, it's always happened. I mean, I don't know why what's so fascinated about these women, man. Especially, I don't know what's so fascinating about them. And they go on that side. They always be they downfall, and they allow them to. You know what I'm saying? I feel like even it's wrong, but a sister won't even get you fired. You know what I'm saying? Even though you shouldn't do it with a sister, even if you were married or not, but at least a sister have moral ethics and really care about. I feel like a sister care about where you come from and where you going, and then the benefits of you being who you are. Snow buddies don't care. They're gonna take away everything from you. And hey, it is
I
what it is.
am so happy you said that. So what this black man basically said is that if you do this to a black woman, at least a black woman won't put you to jail. You see the black man mindset? You see?
It's
Yep.
not wrong though. You know, the
No,
black
no,
women
that
are
is wrong. No, that is wrong. That is wrong. You don't treat a black you don't understand the what I pointed out. This is obviously went over your head. That he is
Hmm.
saying that if a black he do this to a black woman, at least the black woman won't put you to jail. That is what he is saying.
Well, that's
When
because
nationality
black
and
women.
black women
speaking
shouldn't.
in
Well,
general
that's
though.
because black women are
And
big
it
on
still
trying to
won't over
save a
your
black
head.
man.
And
Uh, bl-
exactly, Karen, thank you. That is not a good thing. What he said is not flattering. What he said is not flattering, ladies.
but
That
I
oh,
understand you,
Hold
T.
on, you
But
guys. Because we got to keep going. I just wanted T you to finish your point. Or were you done, sis? And then I'm gonna go up because I want to make sure that the two ladies that just came up can speak, and then you guys can have a go back if y'all want to about this topic. T, did you have anything else to say, or were you done?
yeah, well, I was just pointing out the mindset of black men that basically saying how they can get over on black women because they know there's no consequences or repercussions behind it. They know that they won't go to jail doing this to a black woman because they know that we were conditioned to be loyal to them and not put them in jail. What he said was not flattering. That was not flattering. At least a sister won't ruin your career. Excuse me? So we're dumb, basically. A black woman will allow you to drag her through the mud. A black woman will allow you to cheat on her. A black woman will allow you to do all of this, and your life still will go on because you did it to a black woman. At least the white tea woman will ruin your life. At least the black woman won't.
That's not what I'm
Excuse me?
saying, though. That's not what I'm
That is
saying.
That is what you say, though.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not the content of what I'm saying here. I'm saying at the end of the day, I'm speaking facts of what it is. I'm not saying he's not right. He's not wrong. He's definitely wrong. But at the end of the day, if two consenting adults, at the end of the day, having smacks, a black woman is not was going to be accountable and not going to just seek the law and destroy your career because she knows she accountable also, and she know what she has done. So black women hold themselves accountable. White women always show the white tears and act like they don't have nothing to do with it, so the whole media and everything can destroy somebody. At least a black woman hold herself accountable. I'm not saying what he's doing is right to his family. I'm not saying that, but if a consenting black woman will, at the end of the day, hold herself accountable and don't want to see the ramifications of a man having his whole life destroyed off of an act they both agreed on. That's all I'm saying.
All right. I'm gonna stop right there because I just want to say, like, me listening to the both of y'all, it's the exact, you just reiterated what T Scorpio said, and I'll tell you, because my thing is that you're saying that the black woman is going to do something to where the man is not going to suffer from the consequences of his actions. This man right here deserves his whole life and career destroyed. Whether he was doing this with a black woman or whether he was doing this with an Asian woman or whether he was doing this with whoever, he deserves to pay for the consequences of his actions. He's been married for 10 years to this white woman on the left, and then was at the job having smacks with a younger girl at the job and increasing her pay after she got a AB for him for his own action. So my thing is that he deserves everything that he's getting. And the fact that there are some black men that think that there will be a black woman that would somehow protect and defend a black man who is dead wrong from losing his career is actually a problem, because it shows that black men, whether you realize what you said or not, Perry Man, because maybe you don't realize it. You know what I'm saying? But you're saying that black women will handle black men in a different way, which is a weak way. Because if you're doing this and I don't say nothing, I'm a weak heifer, period. But I mean, I would feel like you're a weak heifer anyway, sleeping with somebody else's husband. But yeah, that is definitely saying that black women are more open to being taken advantage of by black men and letting black men get away with it. Because I can guarantee you, if the situation was reversed and a black man was to let a black woman do these type of things to them, there would be no, oh, well, that's a great that a black man is willing to let a black woman play in his face and not ruin her career. Black men would be calling him all type of simps, punks, weak, all of this stuff. Why are you letting these nappy head heifers treat you like this, that, and the third? The grace is never given on the opposite. And that's another thing that we have to talk about, that this type of behavior is encouraged for black women to engage and indulge in, but it's never encouraged for black men to indulge and engage in. Ain't no way in the world you or any other black man will come up here and say that it's okay for a black man to let a black woman that's dead wrong, that's did him dirty, to go ahead and accept that because he don't want to take down his black woman and ruin her career. You would never ever hear it in your life. But let me just keep going. Go ahead. Doc, I think it's Dr. Alex. Go ahead, sis.
Hello, I'm giving you kudos because this room is amazing. So I have three things that I want to say. One, of course, this is not imperial data. These are anecdotes from my life. What I noticed about BOK men date white women is that they were often teased by black women. It is not I don't condone it, but I often ask them. They were usually called tar baby. They were overlooked. They were the awkward black boy. Many of them say, oh, the white women are nicer to me. Okay, so I have heard that. Number two, I'm a professor. I've worked at multiple institutions, big institutions, and I often have a lot of black athletes that I teach. And many of them have come to the university and they have never dated a white woman. But working in sports as Sherrone, has given them access. They come in my room and they say, Dr. Alex, this YT family is going to take me on vacation with them. Her dad owns a car lot and he just gave me a free car. This YT girl brings me food and does different things, explores different sexual things with me than the Black girl. And they are socialized. There's a book called $40 Million Slave, and it talks about how BOK men athletes are socialized through these machines of college football. Okay. I see it. I see it all the time. They come to me, they say this, this, and this. And so I ask them, what are you learning about yourself, right? Because I'm not gonna bash, oh, you shouldn't date the white. I use them as an example. Number 3, generational wealth, and you already said this before about 30 minutes ago. We know that the life expectancy of a BOK man is less than a YT woman, as
Okay,
well as
Dr.
her
Alex,
dad.
I want to interject because I just want to make sure that I'm understanding what you're saying. So you're saying that
Mhm.
you believe that white men, that I mean, excuse me, black men that are athletes that become self-hating are only self-hating
Mhm.
because they're groomed to be that way.
They are, I don't want to say groomed, but they are getting access that they've never had before. And especially in college football.
Let me say this. I just want to interject again and say my husband was a D1 athlete in college football, and dated black women. And so I think that I don't think that anyone can turn you into being self-hating. I don't think that you could be socialized to be that way. I don't think that you could be socialized to put whiteness or white women on a pedestal. And I really do think that that's a way to make an excuse for the inexcusable for black men, because black women very rarely react and behave in these ways or areas. And there are plenty of white men in college, because when I was in college, it happened. Plenty of white boys that will try to talk to you, try to get on with you, try to do all of these things. And for some reason, I never see this behavior. But that I never see black women show this type of self-hatred. I never see it. All I see is black men doing it. And so I don't truly believe that that's the issue. I believe it's something deeper than that. And I believe that when we try to put it on outside forces, black men's behavior, their treasonous nature, their self-hating nature, the fact that they put whiteness on a pedestal and want a connection to anything that is farthest away from what they look like and who they are, I believe that just makes it's just going to continue to exacerbate the problem, because we never let black men sit in their behavior and say, no, it's you, black man. It's something that you're doing. It's something that's coming from you. And you have to figure out how you're going to navigate it and how you're going to stop being self-hating this way. We make these excuses time and time again. If anybody remembers the actor that was in Star Wars, James Earl Jones, did that little
Yes,
interview
yes.
back in the 60s where he's with that white woman talking about black women are way too militant and they want to fight against the white power structure, and that's not what he wants. He just wants to relax and be with his whitey woman. Or Harry Belafonte or Sidney Poitier or any of these
Or
other
Wesley
behaviors of
Snipes.
black men back in the day of this self-hating nature, and black women were not doing it. And there were so many excuses that black women even back then made for them. Oh, they can't help it. Oh, it's just us. Oh, we're too masculine. Oh, is it that? It's always an excuse being made for the self-hatred that black men carry for themselves and the people in their community. And I really feel like nobody can make you hate yourself. Because if that was the case, if it was that easy, black women would act like that. And they do not as a collective. I'm not saying there aren't any black women that do that, because there are, but collectively, black women have a very high racial self-esteem. So what is the difference when black women are in the same environment, going through the same stressors, having the same experiences in life that black men are? Except with the caveat, they are not poured into the way black women are. But the way black men are, because black men are put up on a pedestal. Black women are everywhere. Oh, there's nothing like a black king. I love my black kings. I love dark-skinned black men. I love this, that, and the third about black men, etc. Black women go crazy about that. So they have way more validation, way more words of affirmation than black women have, and yet they still go down these roads. That's something to think about. But I interjected on you, so I'll give you another 2 minutes, Dr. Alex.
Yeah. I oh, oh, no, 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 no. Go ahead, go ahead. Another thing is, I think of Wesley Snipes. You mentioned some celebrities. You know, Wesley Snipes said, When I got my money, I didn't want to date a black woman because she made fun of me. That goes back to my first point that they didn't like themselves. And so they want to distance themselves from black women. I have a friend. He said he doesn't want to have black children. He wants an exotic woman because he was teased as a black man. It is that self-hating that started with, oh, I'm different. And the third thing really quick is the generational wealth. And I'm going to be really quick. We know the life expectancy of black men is less than white men and white women. This situation that you have on your panel, she is going to either way, she is going to come out with generational wealth. Either way. So if a BOK man marries a YT woman, more than likely, unfortunately, he's going to pass away first. And so all of that money goes right back to his wife's family. And so when we think about the generational wealth and when it comes to interracial relationships, that's another factor as well. It goes right back into the majority's generational wealth. And I land, and I love this room. Thank you.
All right. I got you, Dr. Alex. And I just wanted to say real quick, just in response to one thing that you said about like Wesley Snipes and like Wesley Snipes saying that he didn't want to be with like black women because black women made fun of him. I just want to say this. If black women made fun of you, then what did white women do? Because I refuse to believe that white women didn't make fun of you too. You know what I'm saying? When we talk about black features, blackness, dark skin, white men and white women are the ones that started the making fun of. They're the ones that started demonizing dark skin, started demonizing unambiguously black features, started demonizing nappy, kinky, coily hair. So you ain't gonna tell me that all of these black women sat there and called you a monkey and ugly and this and that and the third, but these white women said, oh no, I appreciate your beauty, black queen, black king. I appreciate your hair. I appreciate your nose. I appreciate your lips. When they were the first people that was talking about it, as they were sitting there doing blackface and caricatures and drawing red lips on the outside of their own lips and tap dancing and doing all of this other stuff and making all of these dolls and ignorant caricatures of black people. Like, come on now, we got to be real here. If black women talked about you, let's just be real here. That was just a talking about you, the same way everybody got talked about in school. When I was in high school, some of my worst torturers were black men. But I don't necessarily think that because black boys talked about me in high school and elementary and junior high, that means that white men love me and love my black features and love my hair. That's foolishness. And those men are just looking for an excuse to rationalize away the fact that they're putting something that is non-black on a pedestal. That's nothing but excuses and conjecture. It has nothing to do with reality. Because I can guarantee you, if these dark-skinned black men got talked about, they definitely was getting talked about by them white people too. And it's really just that simple. Like, it's just, once again, the excuses that black men make. And the excuses that black women, by default, make for them too. And I feel like it's almost like a cope to cope with the behavior of black men, because it is so egregious. It is so out of pocket. It is so embarrassing to see so many black men sit there and sacrifice everything that they have for someone that doesn't even look like them, nor do they care about them. So I understand we have to make excuses for it, but we got to stop doing it. We got to stop doing it because it is excusing what is inexcusable. It just, you can't excuse it. But let me keep going. Let me go up here to Snow Black. Go ahead, Snow Black.
Okay, hi. Thank you for having me up. Yes, I agree with all of y'all's points. And literally the reason why black men continue to do things like this is because there will always be a group of black women doing the psychoanalysis of, oh, well, you know, in third grade, he tripped and fell on his foot and it was in front of a black woman and she went inside her class instead of helping him up. And so now, like, no, we don't do that for anybody else. Nobody else gets to rely on, oh, that, well, you know, the college showed me this, or, and I'm saying this respectfully, but like, we have to unpack why we keep making excuses for men. Men don't even have to talk. They just be quiet and let other people do the excuses, and they make a note. Oh, I'm gonna use that excuse next time. That was a good one. He did this because he wanted to do this. Just about every job. I've never been in a job that does not have a fraternization policy. You cannot hunch your coworkers. That shouldn't even, you shouldn't even be comfortable with that idea, even if there's a policy or not. He's taking multiple steps going against his policy, against the contract he signed with his job and with his wife, and setting up this young. Okay, wait. Let me say this too. I don't like the triangulation that men like to do when it comes to black man, white woman couples or whatnot. But whenever a woman, whether she's white or whoever, stands up for herself and says, you know what, you're not just gonna hunch me and get the best of me and leave, then all of a sudden it's, oh, they're out to get him or they're setting him up. This man was married, started hunching his assistant. That is a power position. If you're over someone, you cannot go hunch them, because you can't have a really consensual environment in that. If he flirts with her, that one time that he flirts with her, that first day, she could be automatically uncomfortable. She could automatically just agree with everything because she doesn't want to lose her job or whatnot. You cannot do that. Black men, they do. They want to be white. They want to be white tea men, and they also want to be white tea women. They want to be able to get away with whatever they want to. They don't care about the right and wrong. They care about smacks and what they want, and their actions continuously show. They don't go and get thousands or millions of dollar careers so that they can go and feed into the black community. These people won't even give a $5 McDonald's meal to a homeless person on the side of the street. They do that because they think that money is going to buy them out of prison or buy them out of their consequences to their actions, and that's just not true. But also, we as women, especially black women, we have to stop making excuses for them. All of a sudden, everybody is just analyzes everything.
I'll give you one more minute, Snow.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna make it quick and I'm gonna close it out. But this is just, it's gone too far. Every time one of these guys do it, we want to say, oh, that the white woman did this to them. They are doing it to themselves. I'll land there. Thank you.
All right. I got you. Appreciate you, Snow. All right, let me go next up here to conversation with DA, sis.
Hey, girl. Hey, everybody. Hey, cousins. I got some tea for y'all. So remember my ex, so when I was telling y'all about he was R.I.P. to him. He passed away, right? And I'm telling y'all this because it goes back to what you just said and some other queens y'all said. Okay, this man suffered with colon cancer for several years, right? And he thought because he had proximity to those YT people that they was gonna save him. Guess what? This man is now not with us, right? But guess what? All of his friends, including people, they were like, man, I just wish that he would have left them alone. They were using him. They just cared about his money. All of that, right? And this the same person, like he started messing with them like after we broke up or whatnot. And I'm not making no excuses for dude. Because at the end of the day, they didn't save you. They didn't care about you. You had that proximity, thinking that you had all that money, right? And your mom even fell into that mess, right? The funeral was a hot mess. When I tell you, baby, the fiance showed up. That was a shotgun fiance, shot pew pew fiance. She was trying to collect money from the insurance policy, locked the mama out of the house. Out of the room. The cousin was like, D, oh my. I said, sis, child, I can't really say nothing. I'm remembering him for what he was before the foolishness. Okay, that's out of respect. But I'm not finna defend him. You messed around and found out. And it is what it is. Okay? It is what it is. And you got three baby mamas. They all YT. Okay? You settled there. Then also you put a ring on somebody's finger that didn't even care about you, was out for your money. Everybody said the same thing about him that had some sense and tried to tell him, but it was too late. They all laying up with you, but didn't even care about you going to the doctor. Didn't even try to get a second approach or whatnot. But then you gonna try to say in a video, well, I'm from Flint, so, and try to justify that it's okay that you don't have equity.
Please get the video, get the likes up to 100K, and I will turn the comments back on. Please get that up there because I will protect the live. Go ahead. I'm sorry, D.
Yeah. So you're trying to defend that it's okay that people from a area go through anything because we're from a impoverished area. It was on some BS. Like my cousins that are Gen X, they were just like, what the, like what? We all was like, what? So out of respect or whatnot, I gave my respect. But again, I remember him for who he was before the foolishness. And I don't know what happened with that. All I know is that it just did not end well. All of that, and yet you chose all that proximity. That proximity didn't get you nowhere. You were in Orange County, MAGA country. They don't give a F about you. They don't care about you. You had all that good health care, but they didn't care about your life. But yet you chose to go to that other side. That other side didn't help you. And that's where I'm agreeing with y'all on. Like, I'm not making no excuses for him at all. The only thing that I wish is that somebody would have got to him and got him to go to different doctors before all of this happened. That's the only thing I have to say on that.
All right.
Yep.
All right. I got you, D. All right. Let me go next up here to Supervillain. Go ahead, sis.
Triggered. You already know. I'm so glad there were a few people ahead of me because I came up here raging. I'm gonna just quickly say a lot of y'all weren't in the room earlier when a black man came up here and said that black men get with white women because they allow them to cheat. Black women don't play that. And I know there are some black women who do not allow their men to cheat, but as a collective, I don't think there's anything in Mother Nature's blue earth that black women have not done to hold on to a black man. Black women have sacrificed their dignity, sacrificed their opportunities, sacrificed the health of their children to hold on to a black man. We just saw a doctor, which that may be her experience. She may have counseled black men, and everything she said is true. Say that it's because these white people offer these black men things they've never had before. But my question is the black men who aren't athletes, the black men who never go to college, display the same exact behavior. So what's their excuse? The the psychoanalysis of why you think black men do anything, instead of just realizing that they are honestly self-hating, that is literally the answer, will always be crazy to me. If we're gonna psychoanalyze anything, I'm gonna say this, black women. Okay, if we want to trail it back to slavery, even though on many occasions I've told y'all that they have disliked being black before white supremacy was even a thing, but okay, we'll take it back to slavery. Black women and black men were both bent over the tree stump and raped by the master. We both had to pick the same amount of cotton. We both lived in the same conditions. If anything, black women suffered more because we did these things on a menstrual cycle. We did these things carrying a pregnancy. We did these things post partum. We did these things while we were rearing our children. I don't know if you watch slavery movies. The kids are always around the mama. They never around the daddy when he's picking cotton. They always on their mama back, under their mama bosom, something. We did all those things. There was no woman job versus man job when it comes to picking cotton and all that stuff. How come, and we want to blame epigenetics, how come that feeling of protection and coddling that we have for black men never translate to black men for us? They don't have that feeling. We have this innate feeling to coddle and protect them, and where is that feeling on their side? Because we went through the same exact stuff, even worse. That's what we need to be psychoanalyzing. But I'm going to tell you why, because they were always self-hating. That man came up here and told y'all, tried to flip the narrative and say that black women don't allow black men to cheat. There's nothing black women haven't done to keep a black man. We witnessed another black woman come and try and psychoanalyze their betrayal. This is what I mean. Like, this makes no sense. This story has nothing to do with us, but we are just talking about it because it shows that, like Drake has said in other examples, if this was a black woman, this wouldn't even be a thing because they don't believe that man. That other man said that, oh, if it was a black woman, she wouldn't do this. That's the truth because they don't believe black women deserve compensation and black women don't believe that they deserve compensation as well. This I mean, this past couple weeks, we have gone from white men worship to black men worship to white men worship, and we back at black men worship again. I am trying to recover. Y'all gotta give me a break. This is totally ridiculous. Straight, I'm going to yield there because I do not get it. Oh, I do want to say, black men and white women are the same person. I'm really starting to understand that because black men feel their attachment to white women gives their proximity to white women gives them entry into supremacy. The same way white tea women feel like proximity to black men and having their children gives them an entrance or an invite to the cookout. They are literally the same damn person. I'm a yield there, Trey.
All right. I got you, super villain. All right, let me go down here. I'll start from the bottom to the top again. I'll give you guys 2 minutes each. Try to stay in your time, please. I'll start down here with Africa. Go ahead, Africa.
Yes, it's so amazing, the great ideology and perception and just the truth you guys have stated on this panel. And I just hope one day some of those black men will just wake up, man. It's so sad. And sometimes I wonder, where is their mothers, you know? Could these mothers know more of the historical thing that have happened to black people all around the world? How can you sit down and look at your boy child or your male child go out and marry and procreate with a white person that have done so much atrocity towards your own people? How can you, as a mother and a father of a black race, actually accept that, actually see and support that? I still don't get it. I really don't. Because you, as a black person, you raise your children. You have to build the foundation of your children to love themselves, you know, to understand their blackness, to understand their history, you know. And that is lacking so much within the black community. And that's just not in America, that's all over, even in Africa. As in Africa, when those black men travel to other countries, they tend to follow the black men of that country and tend to procreate outside their race and marry outside their race. What is going on? What kind of mental health issue, self-hate, can make you do what you're doing, going outside of your own race? And thus, parents, please, you all have to wake up. This is not good for the foundation of the black race. The black race will never rise. And without the black men, they are the foundation. They need to wake up. These whitey women have no plans or suck a goal for you guys. You guys have never willingly be
Okay.
able to do them whitey women before the 1960s.
All right. I'll just say, once again, I find this to be a bit troubling. Is that we as black women, anytime there is focus on the black man and his behavior, we always say, "What about the mothers? What are the mothers doing? How are the mothers not doing this? It's the mother's fault." And I actually find it to be very disturbing because why are we not talking about the fathers? Because if you can say on one end that black men are, like Africa said, the foundation of the black community, then why are we having conversations about we aren't having conversations about the fact that where are the fathers and why aren't the fathers doing what they need to do by their sons? And then also, if we talk about the mothers and we say the mothers are in charge or whatever, the mothers are doing this, then how come the black girls and the black women are not this way? So clearly it's not the mother's fault because when the mother raises the daughters, they don't behave like this. So clearly then that would mean that there would be something wrong with the men and something wrong with their psyche that would be causing this phenomenon to happen. But I wish that we could have, because you cannot have it both ways. You cannot say that the black man is the foundation. You cannot say that the black man is the head. You're supposed to submit to him. He's the one in charge. Let him lead. But then when things go wrong, we're looking for the ladies. We're looking at the women. We're looking at the mothers. We're looking at the sisters. We're looking at the daughters. And I really do believe that in the black community, this is something that is unique to the black community, that we give black men the title of leadership without none of the responsibilities that comes with being a leader. When you're a leader, when you're a boss, when something goes wrong, it goes on you. Just like the CEO, a manager, a team lead, even if they didn't do it, when you're talking about when they're a leader, they say, hey, look at you. Wasn't y'all supposed to make this quota for this month? For that month, it's your fault. And even though they're not the one that's actually doing it, because that's what being a leader is. You cannot be a leader and then nothing rests on your shoulders. It actually rests on the women. Where do they do that at? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And I really wish that we as black women would stop doing that, because it's pure insanity and it doesn't make any sense. Now, I believe all men are bad. You know, not every man, but men collectively cause problems, issues, all of that. I believe that. But once again, I believe that even within communities of different races and demographics, that there are certain problems that plague them individually. And this right here, that ideology is something that plagues black women and black men specifically, and it's something that we got to stop doing. And that is, in my opinion, the reason why black men are never going to be able to flourish. They're never going to be able to reach whatever potential that you think they should have, because of the fact that they're never required to sit in any mistakes that they make. It's always a throwaway game. And it's always going to be on a black woman in some way, shape, or form or fashion. Whether it's the black girl that ignored them at school, or the black girl that said they didn't like them, or their black mama, or the woman that they tried to holler at the bus station. She said, ew, get away from me. And she's the reason why he made all these choices. There's always going to be some reason where the black man is not sitting in the choices that he makes, and it's on someone else. And that's got to stop. But let me keep going. Go up here to Curve. Go ahead, Curve.
Yes, and I personally don't think the black man need to wake up. I think the black woman need to wake up. It's very simple. Black men do this because they want to. I think we need to stop trying to hold their hand and say, well, why are you doing this? Let's get to the bottom of this. Maybe it's because of slavery. Maybe it's because of this. No, they do it because they want to. And white women are black men karma. Black men don't like to take accountability. White women don't like to take accountability. The difference is the white women have the upper hand every single time when they deal with the black men. They don't have the upper hand when they deal with the white man. The white man can walk away from accountability with white women. White women can walk away from accountability with black men. And black men can walk away with not taking accountability with black women. Black women, you need to start making them take accountability. Let them sit in this, hold them accountable when they do you wrong. Stop doing silly stuff like not putting them on child support, not calling the police, not holding him accountable for destroying your stuff, all that. No, call the police, put him on child support, divorce him if he's not doing right by you. Don't try to be the third, fourth baby mama. Don't be marrying them when they already destroyed their life and they trying to come into your life and destroy your life. Make them sit in their own mess like white women do. And don't care and do not care, because most of black women problems is when they trying to help a black man. Black women need to wake up, not black men. Black men know that they have power when it comes to a black woman, because black women always want to save black men. Stop trying to save them. Stop trying to, if you not his mother, stop trying to be his mother. His mother failed, oh well, walk away. He's not your problem.
All right, I got you, Curve. All right, let me go next up here. Please, everybody, stay in your minutes. I'd appreciate it, because we got 2 new people at the top. Go ahead, Mary Manor. Did you have anything to say, sir?
I would like to say, at the end of the day, 80% of black men marry black women. It's not like this is a majority of black men thing. Yes, the minority of these men that's weak enough to go to a white woman, that's the minority. So I just advise our black women, especially on the panel, just to remember that most of your men marry you guys and choose you guys over and over, and a small minority marry white women. And when I said about Elise, he should have had a black woman. Like, this happens in the white community all the time, also in the Asian community, in every community also. But them men do not even reap the consequences of their whole lineage, of their whole financial success taken away from them or anything like that, because the women understand they still protect their race. Black men is not protected from other races and all that stuff, but I know black women feel the same way as white men, and they protect their race also. So that's why I made that statement. Not that what he did was justifiable or right. If it was a black woman and he lost everything, it's still like, okay, you cheated on your wife. That's the consequence. But I just know how other race protect their own, and I believe a black woman will protect her own also. But I just want to land there. Not 80% of black men marry black women. The most successful men, black men, the cream of the crop, black men marry mostly black women, and it's a minority of black men with these white women, not a majority. That's it.
Okay, so thank you, appreciate you, married man. I just want to say, a lot of times black men will give you, the stat of 80% of black men, that are marry black women. I just want to give some clarity to these discussions that black men marry the least out of every race of man here in the United States of America, if this is where you reside. So that's no flex. Black men marry the least. So, and also, if you didn't know, white women are the growing face of single mothers, with 90% plus of women that have biracial children by black men are single mothers, these non-black women. So let's be real here. A lot of black men are entertaining and engaging with non-black women. The reason why you can't see it as clearly is because they're not marrying these women and they're not marrying anyone. So I think that that's a noted thing to put in perspective here, because black men like to do that as a throw off, as if black men are everywhere marrying black women. And I say this as a black woman that is married to a black man, and I have been for 16 years. However, let's be real here. My experience is not the majority of black women's experience. So we have to look at things in perspective, just so that you know. And also, we also have to look at, when we talk about marriage with black men, that black men have the highest divorce rates, not only just with black women, but also with any other race of woman that they get with. So that's also something to think about as well. So that's not something that you can really use as an aha to black women and say, oh no, there's nuances to that and layers to that. So there's something else, but I could say, but I'm just gonna keep going. But I just wanted to address that point. So let me just keep going. I'm gonna go next up here to Dr. Alex. Go ahead, Dr. Alex.
Okay, thank you. So I think it's been mentioned a couple of times that we should allow these BOK men to sit in it and don't help them and don't do all that. Well, as an educator, yeah, I'm not going to do that. So because I have access to them, because I do want to have research so that I can pass on to other BOK men who have these conversations. Because these 200 and something people in this room, while we all have our opinions, what can this conversation do to propel any of this, right? And so as a researcher, as an educator, I'm not just going to let them sit in it. I am going to psychoanalyze. I am going to ask questions. And then I'm going to present that to see how can I get other men to have these conversations with them. Because since I've been in here, I've seen, I think one male on this panel. So we're in an echo chamber. And so we can't continue to change or propel if we're always preaching to the choir. And so, yes, I will analyze. I will ask questions. I will present. We know there is black men.
You're breaking up some, Dr. Alex. You're breaking up some, Dr. Alex. Can you hear me? You're breaking up some. Like I don't think people can hear you. Can you guys hear her? Is she just breaking up for me? I just want to make sure everybody can hear her.
Sorry.
Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure that it wasn't just me. If you want to get your connection together, Dr. Alex, I will give you another 2 minutes.
Okay.
You there? I think she might have to. I think she might try to get her connection together or whatever. But yeah. She might have to drop and come back.
Actually a full bash as of right now.
If you guys said the live is skipping, if y'all could like the live, I'm gonna turn the comments off again and see if you guys can get me to 125K in 8 minutes. And that will help reduce the skipping. But I just wanted to say, this, when you have black women like, Dr. Alex that just said that, we're in echo chamber. There was another black man that was up here as well. And I just want to say that I think that we underestimate the fact that black men do not listen to black women. We are the only race of people that the men in our community have created a genre of music that has long been one of the most popular forms of music to degrade and dehumanize the very women that they come from. So I have no idea why there are some women that feel like you're going to be able to go somewhere and tell a black man what to do and what to think and how to behave, and he's going to listen to you. How was that worked out for anyone? Huh? Like, you don't think that these black men have heard black women say all of the things that Dr. Alex wants to say? They choose not to listen. Literally, men that respect their wives, that treat their wives kindly, that are called simps and punks. Look at how Russell Wilson is treated. Look at how, what's the guy's name that's with Meg Thee Stallion right now? Clay is being treated. Huh? Like, I wish that we would stop acting like you have some type of say-so on how a black man is going to be or behave. He's either going to be that way because he's that way, but I can promise you that you saying it is not going to do anything. Yeah. And I've had black men up here plenty of times, and I will tell you 90% of the time they have been on some BS. I'm just keeping it real. I have had some intelligent black men come up here. I'm not going to say that I haven't, but they have definitely been in the minority. So that's just something to think about. But I'm going to keep going. Because I just feel like, I don't know. It's like sometimes, when women come in the panels with like male-centered agendas, like sometimes it's they do it in a very like diabolical, insidious way. And I think that's what was happening. I think that's probably why, God smited her connection and broke it. Let me stop. Sorry. Let me stop playing. All right. Go ahead. Conversations with D.
Trick. So y'all hit it right on the nail. Like, okay, y'all had said this a minute ago. How, okay, and somebody said in the comments, 3 YT baby mamas. Exactly. That's the whole point that I was making. That you went over to that side for proximity, but you created broken homes. Them kids are not going to be able to and you're no longer here. And not only that, and then the fiance was Smasian. Okay. And she was at the funeral and left all early, trying to leave early with her mama, flashing that ring or whatever. I believe that he found out she was a gold digger, but the brother, everybody was coming up to me before and after, like telling me like, D, I said, I don't understand why these people telling me this, because what can I do? The man is gone, because they knew that they were not for him. They were, gold diggers. And I was like, I moved on. He tried to, to get me to marry him back in 2019, and I said like, nope, Because number one, I don't forget how a person treats me. I remember how his mother treated me. She treated me like she was a hater, number one, and she was a black woman. And I love my black people. I will never be against my black people all because of how she treated me. At the end of the day, that was her. She felt like her son was, again, whatever, and that led to his demise. Y'all wanted them YT people to be a part of that foolishness so bad, and that foolishness didn't help you. And it's ridiculous. And I know that's not all black women, but she was a special case. But because she felt like, oh well, she gonna try to stop my son from going. Baby, I was already great. Wasn't nobody trying to be a gold digger. And that's why I'm glad my black mama told her, baby, my daughter is gonna leave your son the minute she graduates. And I did that
I'll give you one
exact
more
thing.
minute.
I left him. I dumped him in freshman year of college. I broke up with him because I knew like, okay, yes, he was great or whatever. But once they start feeling like that proximity and all that stuff, they are lost cause. They on the sunken ship. I can't say, I'm not going to even go into that foolishness. So it was a blessing for me.
All right. I got you, D. Let me keep going up here. Let me go next to Super Villain. Go ahead, sis.
So, Trig, we had a woman blaming black mothers for black men degeneracy. Then another woman doubled down on their degeneracy and being adamant about investigating it. So when I say there is not a thing that black women don't do for black men, was I lying? Was I lying? This is insane. I'm going to say this. Someone earlier said that, I think it's the same lady, that black girls made fun of black men when they were little. That's why they don't like black girls or black women today. Are you talking about these same men who get with white tea women and do race play? We talking about those men. They were mad at little black girls for making fun of them, which, by the way, did nobody make more fun of black people than a little black boy. Those same black boys grow into black men who engage into race play with these white tea women. Like, y'all, when we have these conversations, I really think y'all are trying to troll me. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny, Trick. I feel like they're trying to troll us because the math won't ever make sense. Again, if you're going to do psychoanalysis, I'm going to beg you to investigate why all the things we've been through, that black women have such an inherent gene to coddle and protect black men, but black men, for some reason, do not feel the same way about us. That's the last thing I'm going to say because I don't know what left there is to say about the situation. I'm a yield, Trick.
All right. I got you, Super Villain. I appreciate you, sis. All right, I'm gonna go next up here to the biggest instigator. Go ahead, sir.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that I'm just coming to correct that one dude that came up. We have to be very careful of what stuff we're saying because most black men are not married. So you have to remember the 70, and it's about 76% of black men that are married to black women, but only 34% of black men above the age of 18 are married currently. So that's not a lot of black men that are even married in general. So if only 34% of black men are married out of all black men that are above the age of 18 or 18 or above, that's not really that many black men that are actually married to black women when you actually think about it in a statistical space. So that's what I was going to say. The second thing I was going to say was that for me personally, I don't really even hang around black men like that. What I consider black men like that are low racial self-esteem black men. They look for acceptance from white people. I don't hang around black people that do that in the first place, and I can't wait for other black men to wake up and realize that you shouldn't hang around people like that either. These men have issues within their own self-esteem that they consistently mess with women that are slave owners' daughters. These are slave owners' daughters, and they're taking advantage of your money. So now you could have had $6 million in your pocket. Now you don't because you're messing with the Snow Bunny Brigade, the Snow Bunny Storm. So it's just all around. It's a bunch of just different crazy stuff. It's just like, I don't know what to say. But yeah, that's what I was gonna say with that. For me personally, I'm so happy I grew up around black people that like other black people. My family, all my family, they're married inside their race. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with some of these men, but I guess do what you want to do, I guess.
All right, I got you. All right, let me go up here next to Nina Higgins. And then Supervillain has something to say, so I'll go back down to her. Go ahead, Nina.
Hey Trig, I just want to say, stories like this, they're going to keep happening. They love it there. They love getting into these marriages and these relationships with these white tea women, and it just blow up in their face. It's always connected to some sort of dramatical thing that ends up happening to them. And it's like a chase. It's like a thrill. You know how a lot of people are also talking about race play in this situation. I believe this is a part of the race play. The downfall of themselves is the ultimate goal for them mentally, because it's a huge inferiority complex with a lot of, these BM men. It's sad to say, but how you have some black women who are out here who, when they have low racial self-esteem, they'll go and bleach or get contacts or wear blonde hair. And the way black men display their inferiority racial complexes basically by going out and just getting with a white girl to help try to make them more connected to white people. They just think they just get a white girl, they good. Even black women who have a lower self-esteem about themselves, the majority of the time they still want to be with a black man anyway. Not me, girl. My husband is white. I'm not even gonna lie. But from what I've seen, a lot of these black men, they will go out just to try to connect and try to, eliminate their blackness by going and just getting with a white girl. And they think that's all they need. But they also
I couldn't. Nina, did you say you said that what was the ways that you said that black women show their
I said some by, bleaching their skin or getting contacts or blonde hair, blue eyes, basically.
Okay. All right. I mean, I disagree, but I'm gonna let you finish though. Go ahead.
Well, some. I just feel like black women, when they don't like the way themselves, like if they are darker complexion and they don't like it, right? A lot of them, not a lot, but some, they will go ahead and just try to change the way they look instead of necessarily getting with a person of another race. And I feel like black men feel like they don't necessarily, how much time do I got? Don't need to change the way they look because they feel that they are at the top of the sexual male totem pole. And they just get the white girl and they're good.
You got yourself a whole white man.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me say this. As far as the bleaching thing, I'm a Black American, FBA. Black American women don't usually bleach. That's not something that happens in our community. So I just want to put that out there. That's not a Black American thing, bleaching skin at all. And then for the second thing about the blonde hair, I don't think blonde hair in any way indicates self-hatred. Blonde hair makes up 2% of the world. 2% of the worldwide population has blonde hair out of every race. So anybody that's bleaching their hair is doing something that is normally foreign. So I can't agree with that.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
My husband is a white man indeed, but I don't worship whiteness, baby. My husband, I'm the trophy.
I didn't say that.
Oh no, somebody else.
You're cool. You're cool. When you married, I was talking
Hey, Africa, don't do that.
Listen,
don't call anybody a raccoon because they don't do that. Don't do that. I've never seen you on this live before in my life. I have seen Nina on this live before, but I've never seen you on this live before in my life. So that's what you're not going to do. This is a space for Black women and Black women alone. And I'm not going to let anybody that just came up on this app disrespect another Black woman on this live for her opinion. I disagree with her about the blonde hair, but I didn't insult her. So don't do that. That's number one. Okay.
My
Number two, the
apologies.
simple fact
Yeah,
that you
my
were up here, don't unmute yourself again, Africa, or I will drop you. Okay. I would just want you to know that. You was just up here caping for black men and blaming the mothers. So you the last person that needs to be talking to anybody about anything or trying to correct anybody. If anybody needs the most correction up here, it would be you. Okay? So stop it. All right. Was there anything else you had to say, Nina?
Well, I just think it's funny because everybody in the comments, she married a white man. He's a slave. My husband, listen, my husband pays my bills. He takes care of our children. He's a good man. I don't sit up here, Trigger. How many times have you seen me in your live? I've spoken on your live before. Do I sit up and big up white men? I don't big up no men, period.
Nina, there's no, I feel bad. You don't have to defend your husband and your union at all. You don't have to do that. And I'm sorry that you feel that way. Like, contrary to what people believe, because y'all know how I feel about the Sun Dodgers. I have a lot of disdain for them, but I never would want to make any black woman that's in a relationship with somebody that's loving them properly feel bad about their union. Don't take anything personal.
Well,
with what she said.
Trigger,
You know.
I prefer, like I said, I think I've told you before, because of my marriage, I don't think I could be considered pro-black, but I am a pro-black woman. I want to see black women uplifted and put on pedestals. I watch a lot of beauty content and all this stuff. So I even though I'm Black American as well, I do see a lot of, women who, and maybe it's just the women they put in the media, who have light in their skin or who do consistently wear a certain type of hair texture or a certain type of look because they are trying to assimilate in that way. Black men, I'm just saying, have a different type of way. I have a lot of love for my brothers, but black love is not my experience, and that's okay. Have I dated black men? I've dated every race of man. My 2 first children are half Asian. I've dated every race of man. I don't have no disdain towards them, but who chose to marry me and put a ring on it, that's just, it is what it is. Y'all can judge me all y'all want, but is y'all married at the end of the day? My husband takes care of me. He does what he needs to do as a man, period. He's not out here cheating. He's not out here creeping. And there's a lot of black women. I do believe that we as a whole need to expand our dating options. I'm not saying go out and get you a this or that, but just explore and don't, because you see how it is. These men, black men, don't seem to care. They gonna do what they gonna do. And black women are always constantly holding themselves back by thinking they have to be race loyal first. Men are not race loyal. They're gender loyal, especially black men. And that's all I got to say.
All right. I got you, Dina. And I want to say this so anybody gets any clarity. I'm here for black women being loved by whoever is willing to put them on a pedestal, whatever race of man that will be. Now, in my experience, I'm a black woman. I've been married for 16 years to a black man who indeed has given me the soft life. I don't work. He's paid all the bills. He's never given me any problems, never cheated on me, never put his hands on me, never disrespected me, has put me on the pedestal. And I really love him and appreciate him. He's a great man. He's intelligent, loving, kind, loyal, funny, all of that. So I just want to say, black women, y'all can get love in whatever form y'all get love in. I'm here for, it's not going to be a like one size fits all. One woman may find love this way. One black woman may find love this way. The only thing I ever want to say is that you maybe can find you a person of no color to care for you. But you can also find you a man of any other race, non-black, POC, a black man, whoever, to love you as well, just as long as you keep your options open. And I think that's what black women should do. Keep their options open and may the best man win. Whoever coming to you with everything that you need, then that's who you should be entertaining regardless of race. So I'm here for that. I just didn't want you to feel like you was being shamed for the person that you were with, because I'm not here for that. But if anybody knows me, I definitely do have a beef with, like I said before, the Sun Dodgers. I personally couldn't choose one of them. Me personally, just everything that's happened, no. But other races, possibly.
Trigger.
But y'all know I don't want y'all to think I'm
question.
being hypocrite.
The host, can I say something real quick?
Trigger,
You gotta hold on.
real
Because
quick.
there's another lady I want to say something too. Another one of my long-term sisters.
Yeah.
But Nina, did you have something to say real quick?
I just
And then I'll
have
go
to
to
ask you a
Superman.
question, Trigger.
Yeah.
Have you know I've been in your life in and out. I have to ask you a question. Have you ever heard me pedestalize or white male worship at all?
No, I don't think that you do that at all. I just think that you have a white tea husband, and there's nothing wrong with that. So I don't want, like I said, those weren't my thoughts. That was the lady at the bottom that we've never seen before. But I definitely don't believe that about you. So that's the reason why I spoke up, because I know everybody that is in my lives knows how I feel about the Sun Dodgers, and I didn't want anybody to think that because that I would still take their side. Like, no, that's not cool. That's not cool for her to say that to you. And I've seen you in here a few times.
Right, and
So
I've been in
I
your
just
lives a
want
few
you to,
times, right?
yeah. What did you say now?
Yeah, I just said I've been in your lives a few times, right? I never been,
Yeah, no,
oh,
I
white
haven't
man,
seen you do that.
white man, mm-mm.
No,
Because a
I
man
haven't
is a
seen you
man.
do that.
A
So
man
that's
is
the
a
reason
man.
why I said something, because I didn't want you to feel like that I was on board with that, because I'm definitely not on board with that. Okay, so I'm gonna go down here to a supervillain, and then the biggest instigator. I think he has something to say, and then I'm gonna start wrapping it up, y'all, because now we talking about other stuff. Go ahead, supervillain.
Yes, Drake. I just wanted to, because that mother comment rubbed me the wrong way as well. And I'm not gonna say there aren't ancient mothers who are black. I'm not saying that. My thing is, number one, first of all, a lot of these men do have their fathers in their lives, in the household, or maybe not in the household, but their fathers are present and they are still displaying the same degenerate behavior. Number two, even with the ones that don't have proximity to their fathers, that does not eliminate the degenerate black men that are in their surroundings. It could be an uncle, a cousin, a brother, the men they face on the street. So I don't know. This thing where we blame black mothers, like black mothers are actively going around with their sons, pew pew in the playgrounds or knocking over the liquor stores, make no sense to me. Because a black man does not have proximity to his father does not mean he is not heavily influenced by other black men in his surrounding that may be degenerate. And if you know anything, absolutely anything about boys in general, not just black boys, but boys in general, around 13, 14 is the last time they start listening to their mothers. So I when we do this mother thing, again, I'm not going to take away that there are some terrible mothers who happen to be black, but on a collective, like, we gotta stop blaming mothers, especially for grown men behavior. Because I'm gonna say this: when it's women, specifically black women, displaying undesirable behavior, no one says, "Damn, I wonder what her father was doing if her father was in her life." In fact, a lot of them blame black women and girls for their fathers being absent, like it's their fault. So, can we please, heading into 2026? Stop bringing up black mothers, because when I can't pay my electric bill, I can't blame my father for not teaching me financial literacy. Thank you, Trig. Please release me, because I can't even be here anymore. Release me, Trig, please.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to say, I saw like a woman in the comments, and she was saying like, women like don't talk to any men, don't be with any men. And then I think she also made a comment that she said our men are violent. Those two things I wanted to address. I think that right now we're in this thing of, and I'm not saying that you can't decenter men and not be with men. That's fine. But I do think that it's this weird thing where women are saying that like that's going to be every woman's reality. There are some women that may want to be with a man, that may want a partner in that way, and I don't think that there's anything wrong with that either. Because if you're a heterosexual woman and you say that, well, then who are you? Who are you gonna be talking to then? Like other women, or I'm confused by that. And then also I just wanted to say, like, when we talk about like our men, black men being violent, all men are violent. All men are predisposed to violence. No matter where you go, the most of the violence that is going to be occurring is going to be men. Men are going to be doing it. 90% plus of all unalivings globally are committed by men. 99.1% of all forcible rape is committed by men of all races. They just have a penis. Okay. All men. So I just want to make sure that we're not making any type of separations here when it comes to those type of things, because that's where we get into the worshiping certain groups of men over other groups of men, which I find to be problematic. It's all men. All men can cheat. All men can beat. All men can unalive. All men can do you dirty and play with you, every last bit of all men across the globe. So I don't want us to make a separation. And I also want to say I do find it weird that when there are women, never mind. I'm not, this is probably too controversial for me to say I was about to say. So let me not say it. Let me just keep going because I'm gonna wrap it up anyway, y'all. Let me go up here to Freeze. Go ahead, Freeze.
Yeah, so I 100% agree with you. We can't make blanketed statements to where African American males are this way and Caucasian males are this way. That's a blanketed statement that can't be. When it comes to all men in that statement, I think that's a fair assessment to make. People make their own decisions in life, and it's not an African American thing. It's not a Caucasian thing. It's a man thing. You made this decision to be aggressive towards someone or sexually assault someone. So we don't want to make it seem like
Can't say that. You have to say
yeah.
SA.
Say that again.
You can't say that whole word out. You'd have to say SA, like in the future, like.
Yeah. So I 100% agree. Thank you for bringing that to everybody's attention. It's just not one demographic. And then when it comes to this gentleman, at the end of the day, he's a African American male, who made made a series of poor decisions. But there are a lot of his counterparts that may be a different skin color that's making poor decisions as well. And so my heart goes out to him because he's probably battling mental health right now
What?
per his poor decisions. My heart goes out to him
Your
because at the
heart
end of
go
the day,
okay. Let me just let you finish. All right.
let me say my heart goes out to him. This is why.
Yeah, I'm gonna
This is
let
why.
you. I'm not gonna let you finish. I don't want to hear it. Sorry. Goodbye. Let me just say this. What he said. Also, I feel like a lot of black men. You thought you had a friend. You don't. I want to say this though. When we talk about what happens in the black community, black women are unalived at a rate 6 times higher than white women are unalived by white men. Now, I will say that 50%, I think, of the unalivings of femicides that happen here in the United States are of white women. And we know that crime is interracial. So we know that white men are doing that toe tagging. But still, black women make up a small percentage of women here in the US, and they're unalived the most statistically. So let's not act like there aren't unique problems with black men and their anger and the devaluing of the life of black women too. So I don't want to make this like, oh, they're doing it. No, there is a difference there. And that's also something to be talked about. D, who said blah, blah, blah. I'm about to blah, blah, block you. Goodbye. So that person is gone. But anyway, I just wanted to say that as well. And for you to be a black man and to try to come up here and act like you're going to do some type of like damage control for black men, and then to turn around and say, my heart goes out to you. Your heart goes out to a man that was out here cheating on his wife, out here making girls get terminations of their pregnancies, went to the side chick house with a pokey and told the girl that he was gonna unalive her and him. Your heart goes out to a man like that. If you don't get your goofy off my page, that's the exact reason why I dropped him. Because I'm not here. I don't want to hear that. Okay? I don't want to hear that. And that type of acceptance of the bad behavior of men is the reason why men won't ever be able to do better. Okay, this person, biggest instigator, you have something to say? Because I'm about to hurry up and wrap this up. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say something.
Believe that I'm gonna just say personally for me, once I got out of being pro-black and be more pro-black woman, the dating experience for me became extremely better. And I think that's also with dating black men. I do think sometimes being pro-black, it could push you in a mindset where you're centering men and you're willing to put a lot of things aside to be with the man. But if you do center yourself in your life and make that a priority, then you will have a better experience with dating men as a collective. and you'll be able to make the better decision for yourself. So that's just the suggestion I give Black women. It's time to center ourselves and make the best decision for ourselves when it comes to dating, and stop making excuses for any man.
I definitely agree with you, Curve. If I could be honest with y'all, I will say that the women that in my life I have seen treated the best by men are probably women that men would consider to be misandrists, or women that really don't like men as a collective, or as and that's including me. So I don't know. I think that what Curve said definitely is true. I definitely agree with you. So yeah. But anyway, you guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. The Africa lady dropped or whatever. I'm glad because it's a lot of new people in here right now. So I just want y'all to know, if y'all do like this live, y'all do like my energy, if y'all do like me, I do have a YouTube. All you have to do is click on my page. The link is in my bio. Click on it. I do upload videos every day at 6 a.m. I also upload lives too. So, but I upload videos as well. So if you guys want to check me out, please do that. But this is a space that I have curated for Black women and Black girls alone. I am pro Black woman. Just so that y'all know, if y'all need to know my stance on things, I am pro Black women, pro Black girls. Those are the people I center. Those are the people that I focus on, with the hyper focus on monoracial Black women. So, and that's the, be honest, if y'all want to know, that's all the people that I care about. That's the only issues that I care about. Things that affect Black women and Black girls alone. Because oftentimes Black women are ignored, overlooked, disrespected, degraded. Not everything that Malcolm X said back in the 60s has not changed. The Black women are the most disrespected and unprotected. So if I can do my little part in protecting and uplifting Black women, that's what I try to do. And all Black women are welcome here, whether I agree with you or not. I still would like you to come and speak your perspectives and viewpoints. But I will say that if you're a Black woman, it's your first time here, and you being messy, trying to talk about and degrade and name call other Black women, this may not be the space for you, because I'm not here for Black women degrading each other, because this is supposed to be a space where we can all love on each other. And even if we disagree, even if we may not care for one another, at least we can all come here and be cordial to one another and say our points and perspectives. So if it's your first time here, like Africa was, and your first move is to degrade and put down another Black woman, yeah, we're not going to get along, and I'm gonna end up blocking you. And it's really just that simple. But Nina, did you have anything to say? You unmuted yourself. You had something to say, sis?
Yes, triggered. I just want to say, I am in an interracial marriage, like I said, and I know you don't believe in that. And even the young gentleman was saying how if you are in an interracial marriage, this is not a space for you.
Hey, hold on now. This is a space for you. This is a space for you, Nina, for sure.
He was kind of, saying that, well, if you're a white man, if you're with a white man, why are you here? I appreciate what you do, Triggered. I love your content. Like I said, I'm a pro Black woman at the end of the day. I, since a young girl, was always very conscious of being Black, right? And like, I was the kind of girl that, you'll see a picture like Disney princesses. I'll see a picture of all the princesses together. If Tiana wasn't there, I'm noticing stuff like that. And I just noticed how Black women have always been portrayed in something I was very sensitive to. So, I never like not wanted to see Black women in successful, happy marriages. And just to see a Black woman with any type, I just believe that we deserve marriage. We deserve love and happiness. And, whether that's within our own or not, I have been in plenty of relationships with all types of men, and, who I'm with is who I'm with. I don't make no excuses for that. I'm not ashamed of it. He's not ashamed of it. We happy in our marriage. And if anybody else has a problem with that, oh well, but I'm not going to not be up in a panel, up in a content creator. I love what you do. I love what you do for Black women. I'm very passionate about that. And I just want to say, that's basically where I'm getting at, is I don't take no offense to anything anybody says, and I will continue to be in your panels whenever you have an interesting topic, because I genuinely love and appreciate. I meant to donate the other day, but I guess I will now. But I love and appreciate what you do. If anybody else has a problem with me being here like Miss Africa did, call me a raccoon or whatever it is. But that words don't hurt me, baby. I've been hurt in real life by all types of people. So, what people got to say on the internet is just, water and a duck's back. Period.
Well, I just wanted to say, Nina, you are welcome here for sure. And this space is for you as well. I just want to be clear here. This is a space for black women and black girls. This is a safe space for y'all and a space for us to come together. This isn't even a space for black men. So I want to make sure that is clear. I do let black men come up and give their thoughts and perspectives, but at the end of the day, it's only about black women and black girls. The only thing that I was saying is that I just think it's weird sometimes we're having discussions about like relationships or the dynamics between black men and how they behave in regards to marriages and partnerships. If you don't have that, what's the discussion for? You know what I'm saying? But other than that, you're definitely welcome here. And I don't want you to think that you're not, because you definitely are. And I appreciate your presence and when you give your thoughts and perspectives on things as well.
Now, if I start saying, "Oh, the white man so strong and handsome," like that, okay, you clock me, girl. But I ain't never been like that about no man, especially with what I've been through with men. I could never do that. I want to see black women win. I love your voice, what you do for black women, because I've like absorbed so much media throughout my whole entire life with black women being dogged, and there's always like rappers and stuff sitting up talking about dogging out black women, and this stuff gets pushed, and I've seen it pushed all my life. You know, I just want, we need more of voices promoting black women beauty, because I believe we are the standard.
I mean, I definitely agree too. And also, I just wanted to say is that when we talk about like the predatory nature of white tea women and what they do in relationships with black men, I just want to say that white tea men are on the other side of that coin. So I think that that's something that we can't ignore. Just like I find that black men that date white women do, they act like white women are some different beast or separated from white men. Those are the fathers. I mean, or when we talk about white women, white men are their fathers, their brothers, their cousins, their confidants, their all of that. That's their community. So if we're looking at one side as problematic, we have to look at the other side as problematic as well, because they're both problematic in general. And I don't think that the collective of white tea people are, I think the majority of white tea people are racist. The majority of white tea people don't care about black people, and degenerates and everything else. And I'm never gonna take my stance away on that. That's how I feel. Can you find an
Thank you,
individual
host.
Caucasian that may be good to you? Absolutely. You may be able to find that. Would I want to find that? No. But I'm saying that sure you can. But I think that we have to be real here. Just like we come and we say black men do this and black men do that, white men do things as well. Bad things,
Host.
horrible things, terrible things. So okay, hold on. Bye.
Trig, I'm
You
sorry.
gotta go. You gotta go. I had to drop him too, because this is no. I don't need your praise, because this isn't for you either. So you gotta go too, brother. Bye. I don't need your praise and nothing like that either. Because once again, see, this is what I mean. Like, you give a man an inch, he gonna take him out. Like, I just don't even know what to say. Ask me in the comments, biggest instigator, if you have something you want to ask me. I'll answer it in the comments. But yeah, like I said, So I just want to say, for me personally, it's all men. I don't trust none of them. All right. I don't even like men. So I don't trust any of them. Freeze, you cannot come up. After you just said that you felt for that black man that sat there and did all of this horrible stuff, no, you can't. You cannot. If I dropped you, that means I don't care to hear nothing else you got to say no more. So no, I don't want to hear nothing else you got to say. Yeah. So anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I love you guys. I love black women. And I love black girls, and I always will. You guys will always be the number one, and I'm always here to hear all of your thoughts and perspectives, even if I don't agree. And I feel like that's something that we don't talk about a lot. Just because I may not agree with you or I may not do what you do doesn't mean that I don't respect you and care for you and want you to be happy, because I do. Like, we're not always going to agree. We're not always going to have the exact perspective. We're not always going to make the same decisions that each of us does. But that's fine. That's life. But I still want black women here. And I still want you guys to talk about. Biggest instigator, you said you can be pro-black woman. Yes, you can. You can be pro-black woman if you date out. You can. I don't believe that you can be pro-black, but you can be pro-black woman for sure. Like, because you're pro black women and you're pro black girls, that's who you're focusing on. So yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. But anywho, all I'm saying is that I love all of you guys. And once again, we're not always going to agree. And that's fine. Just know that at the end of the day, if you're a black woman and you're a black girl, I want the best for you. I want you to be happy, healthy, loved, safe, getting that money, getting that bread, going on vacation, getting your hair, nails, toes did, all of that. And whoever can do that for you, then I want that for you. Whether he be, you know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, a child of the chalk, whether he's a brother, whether he's an Asian man, whether he's an indigenous man, whether he's Pakistani, whether he's Indian, whatever he is, I'm happy if you're happy. If you're happy, if you like it, I love it. Okay? I think D has something to say real quick, and then I'm gonna get up out of here.
Yeah, Africa is down there moving the goalposts, talking about, and I see some other people see it too, and I'm like, well, she said that black women, we need to be held accountable too. Stop moving the goalposts. Like, seriously, just stop moving the goalposts. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, okay, I got you. I'm gonna go ahead and block Africa because I feel like the energy that she got, I'm not trying to have it in any future lives. She gotta go. But you have a great day, Africa. I appreciate you coming up here. But this being your first time and you being disrespectful to another black woman, you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. Have a great life. Okay. Hopefully you're safe and happy. But you gotta go. And yeah, I hate it when people talk about black women being held accountable. Exactly. Everyone holds black women accountable for everything. People hold black women accountable for stuff that they ain't even did. Black women, people want to talk about black women hair, the way black women wear their hair, the way black women dress, the way black women talk, the way black women look, what black women eat, when they choose to have kids, if they don't choose to have kids, who they choose to be with. Come on now. Let's be real here. Black women are nothing if not held accountable. Okay? We are nothing if not held accountable for literally everything. Okay? We're even held accountable for other people's actions. I just added this other woman up because she just sent a request. You have something to say, DC? And then I'm gonna get out of here.
Yes, I do. It is getting really out of hand about us black women because I feel like we fight and we do all this unnecessary stuff towards each other, but then we also have the other people coming for us. Like, when can we get a break? The other day, I just went to go park in a parking spot, and the man had his cart. Mind you, he's one of our, like, he could be my dad. And I just put my window down and said, "Sir, hey, can you just slide your cart in so I can slide in?" I was everything but a black woman, but a black, beautiful, young black woman. And he went off on me. That's all y'all women do is yap, 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 yap. And I got called every name by a black. And I felt really uncomfortable. Even sometimes in a workplace, when you having a conversation and they just cut you off. It's like we can't say nothing, or, and this is why sometimes we just choose the bad. We just choose, to stay in our little cubs and just stay to ourselves.
All right, I got you, Nisi. And I'm so sorry that happened to you. I really do. I tell all black women that just in case that stuff happens, y'all got to make sure that y'all get, if y'all have a license and y'all can get that cold piece of steel, make sure that y'all get it. Because I make sure I don't leave home without.
I feel like our voices are strong enough for that, to let them know what it is, because we let them know what it is. Like, we shouldn't have to walk around with no guns in our hands. You get what I'm saying? We should not have to be going through that. What I'm saying is we got to stop the whatever beef it is with our black man. We got to stop whatever beef, women, this and that, him, her, she, they, him, whatever it is. You get women, people just act accordingly and act like human beings, because it's about to get real out here.
All right. I think that that's a good thing in theory, DC, but I don't think that that's something that's reflected in reality.
Well, we will have to want that, even if it reflects in reality. Reality is we have to be the change. We have to be not the problem. We have to be the solution.
Who's the problem?
Whoever the problem of anger, madness, mental.
Okay, so
I'm talking about us as individual, us as women. Who is even like the aggression now?
Stop. There's no aggression. at all. And I didn't get cussed out by somebody putting a card up. So if anybody could be accused of aggression, it could be you, not me. So what I'm saying is that when you said be the change that you want to see, I want to say that once again, that's a way of you trying to offer protection to black men right there. Because who is toe tagging
Ma'am,
black women
that
at a
right
rate?
there, that
Please don't
ego.
unmute yourself. Please don't unmute yourself, sis, before
Well,
I
it's
have
that
to block
power
you.
thing,
Do I have
and
to drop
that's
you?
what's the
Okay, you have a
problem right
great
now.
day.
So I'm
Yeah.
gone. Bye.
Okay,
Have a nice
goodbye.
day,
Goodbye. You
y'all.
have a great day too. Goodbye. You're dropped. Okay. So as I was saying, like Nisi, women like that can come up here and talk about how they were cussed out and called everything but a child of God by a black man, but then come up here and get an attitude with a black woman and then say how black women need to do the work. That's that type of pick me psychosis that I'm talking about. That type of insanity. You tell me that a black man got mad at you because of a cart and called you every name out of the sun, and I tell you that you should protect yourself, and then you start getting an attitude with me and calling me aggressive. What? Where do they do that? That's what I'm talking about. And really, I want black women. The reason why I haven't blocked her yet is that I want black women like Nisi to understand that when you have so much of an attitude towards women that are trying to get you to live in reality, but you don't have any type of energy like that to the black men that will disrespect you and degrade you, that's the reason why black men feel like they can do that to you. That's the reason why he felt like he could talk to you and tell you to shut up and disrespect you, because he knew that no matter how poorly he treated you, you would still be up here on your knees, cyber slurping black men. And that's embarrassing. Nisi, do better. Honestly, do better, sister. Because until you get up off of your knees and realize that you're a queen, you will continue to be treated like a peasant. Respectfully, you will continue to get that treatment. Okay? Just disgraceful. But let me just keep going. Like, cause that's just nuts. That was just literally crazy. That was just crazy. But I'm gonna block you, Nisi. You have a great day, and hopefully you figure out how to not do that in the future. Goodbye. Go ahead. Simply.
Hello. So
Hey,
I
how you doing?
found your page trigger, and I am, girl. I just want to say it feels so good to have other Black women that are like minds. Um, just to know that other Black women are peeping game and seeing this. Like there's so many Black women that are in this pick me mentality. They don't understand. Just like you said, if you don't have self respect, you're gonna continue to be treated like the peasant. Um, for myself, I am happy for any Black women. I don't care where you get this love from. As long as you're being loved right, as long as you're being loved and adorned properly, go for it, sis. But it's just, like I said, for a long time, I thought I was by myself in this mentality. So I just want to say thank you for all you do. We're waking up the younger generation of Black women. Thank you, sis. Thank you.
Thank you for that. I appreciate you, sis. But yeah, I mean, like I said, about the lady that was just up here, I just want y'all to know it was no disrespect. I was just confused that I was genuinely confused at her behavior. Like, because I think the energy switched when I said that she should arm herself. You know what I'm saying? And with the fact that if a man will disrespect you and he don't know you and he's calling you out your name, that's the same man that will attack you. He'll put his hands on you. He'll punch you. He'll hurt you. You know what I'm saying? So all I was just trying to say is make sure that you arm yourself. Not telling you should go and find black men and unalive them or anything, but just be prepared just in case you're in a situation where a man, and it doesn't just have to be a black man, any race of man is trying to harm you or hurt you. That's all I was trying to say. I don't know what made her upset with me. Like,
You definitely, I got what you were saying, because I'm gonna tell you, I had to tase somebody the other back in the day. I was just sitting minding my business, and this guy was all up in my parameter, and he got tased, and I said, I don't give a crap. And had I been that woman, like what she was describing, oh no, I can just talk to him. Talking to people ain't gonna help. You got to get firm with them. You gotta let that whatever animal out and let them know, guess what? I ain't the one. Leave me alone. Go somewhere. You will get held accountable. And
Right.
if that means pew pewing, popping, smicing, whatever you need to do, you need to do it to protect yourself, because they don't care about us. Like seriously, and I've learned it so much working in the workforce where like they will sit up there and talk over you and sit up there and act like didn't nothing happen in Zooms and say, oh well, someone in the box is talking. My name is Deanna. It ain't no someone. And they will sit there and act like it ain't nothing because it's microaggressive. And then when you try to when you hold them accountable, oh, they tone police you and try to make it seem like you're angry black woman. No, I'm not angry. I'm holding you accountable, and you need to be held accountable and understand that you're not going to use that tone with me. But it's always, oh, they're being ghetto. Oh, they're doing this. No, we're not. We're telling you the truth. We're holding you accountable, and you don't like it. And I'm not gonna ever let nobody disrespect me. And that I just get tired of it. So like I get what you were saying. You were speaking from love. Like we gotta be smart. Because no, sadly, some of these people they ain't gonna protect us. You got people on here saying, well, if they ain't my wife, I don't gotta protect them. That is so dumb. That mentality is so dumb. Because at the end of the day, guess what? If somebody is being hurt or whatnot, and it's a black woman, you should want to do right by them. Like it's just really sad. Like who is raising these people? I don't know. I don't know.
All right, I got you, D. I gotta talk to somebody in the comments. Truth teller, are you talking to me? I just want to make sure. Are you talking to somebody else in the comments? Are you talking to me? Oh, okay. All right. What? Who y'all say is tripping then? Y'all said Manny is talking. Maybe Manny, I'll send you a request to come up, sis. So maybe she's getting lost in translation. The what she's saying. Are you there, Manny? Like, did you want to get in the box real quick? What? Because I didn't see none of the comments. I don't even know what's been going
It
on.
says something about y'all glorify the women talking about YT men though. What's so special about YT men? That's all I see. I don't see nothing else.
She one of them. Y'all accept it from one race of man, but hold other. We are holding all men accountable. That's y'all problem.
Amen.
Issue with self-preservation. Until you learn to love yourself, sister, don't come up here. Y'all sound crazy. Something wrong with y'all. Something really wrong with y'all.
And that's the problem. People don't love themselves. Like literally, it's really sad. Like it's really sad. Like I was finally diagnosed with autism in April, right? And a lot of the stuff started making sense. Like a lot of the stuff I started going through. Like people, I mean, I've been through my whole life. People that were my so-called friends, stuff that they would say, little slick stuff, all because I poured into myself and my grandmother poured into me as a young person, showing me that guess what? You are something, and this world ain't about to tell you who you are because you already know who you are. And they do that stuff to Shador and the other Sanders boys. They do that to Angel Reese, and I'm sick of that mess. They always doing it to black kids. Anytime we're confident and we know who we are and we talent and we ain't sitting on no mediocrity, no foolishness or whatnot, they want to always try to come for our kids. And that's why it's good to put confidence into them. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I'm sick of it. And they try to, oh, you're too confident. You're conceited. Oh, you're stuck up. You're rude. No, I'm not. It's just that you don't like my boundaries. You don't like yourself. So you don't want me to be happy. You need to fix yourself and find your identity.
All right, you guys. I appreciate you, D. I sent Manny a request to come up. I think that she may be denying the request, which is fine. You know, not everybody feels comfortable in talking online. I just want to say that we see this behavior right here of this black man or whatever. Then we talked about it or whatever, and we talked about black men and their treasonous behavior. All I want to say, if anybody doesn't get anything out of anything that I say, I'm not partial to any race of man as far as thinking that they are above misbehavior or bad treatment. I don't think that black women should worship black men. I don't think that black women should worship white men or black women should worship non-black POCs either. I think though, however, a lot of black women are deeply male-centered and it's not necessarily their fault because I do believe that black women are indoctrinated to be male-centered. and by default to put black men on a pedestal. But I think that there are a lot of black women that have come to the awareness that a lot of black men are just not going to do right by them. So instead of realizing that and unpacking their male-centeredness, pick-meism, whatever you want to call it, they take their worship, their black male worship, and then put it on other races of men. That's how black male worship ends up morphing into white male worship, which a lot of black women suffer from right now. They be in my lives all the time. And that's a problem because you have to put that male centeredness somewhere. So you just decide to put it on white men or other races of men. And that's a problem. So the only thing I'm ever trying to say is don't worship any man. Don't trust any man. Vet all men. Make sure that you judge a man on have standards set. If you're wanting to date men, you're still interested in men, have your standards high and don't lower your standards for anybody, regardless of what race of man that he is. All men have the capability to harm you, to mistreat you, to dog you out, to okey doke you, to unalive you. Every race of man does that. So you shouldn't put any of them on a pedestal. It's all men for me. All men. Not. So that's the only thing I'm ever trying to say. So hopefully that gets through. For some reason, women think that I'm trying to eliminate. I'm talking about all of them. 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 And then what? All of them. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. I appreciate y'all so much, so much. I want y'all to know, our black women, you are beautiful. You are exceptional. You are the freaking blueprint. There is nobody better than you, nobody higher than you. And please walk in that truth. Because I promise you, so many people will try to make you feel like you are not that, and you are that. And when you worship any man, your worth goes down. I just want to tell you, whether you worship black men, whether you worship white men, whether you worship Asian men, whoever you worshiping, your edge is going to come out. You're going to wake up and not be able to make a single baby hair. So make sure that you don't worship any man. If you're going to worship anybody, you should worship God. But if you don't believe in God, okay, if you're going to put anybody on a pedestal, it should be you. You. Look in that mirror and say, you know what? I am all of that and then some. Okay? That's all I'm saying. I love y'all and hope that y'all have a great weekend, okay? So that's all I'm saying. Appreciate to all of the beautiful black women that came up here and gave their thoughts, perspectives, and viewpoints. Whether I agree, whether I disagree, I love you nonetheless. Period. And just a shout out to Nina. I'm sorry that you had to go through that today. I love you. That's all I want to say. All right, I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye. Follow me on YouTube.